Clap. Clap. How about that?
Bullshit.
Woo! We bullshit. Hey, we bullshit.
Did we do the main? We did the main event last Wednesday because we went on a little bit of a spurt where we were doing the main event on like weird days. But last week we were back to Wednesday, and we are definitely back on Wednesday tonight, fellas. So welcome to the Cowboys Can Fan main event with your hosts, the Bandwagon Boys 1 and 2, and I hate when people say this, ya boy. Crack him if you got him.
Your boy, crack him if you got him.
Your boy,
Hey, you know who I don't hate?
Cracky McG.
I don't hate when your boy Josh says it, because that's my boy Josh.
Everybody says it though.
Hey,
Crack him if you got him, son.
it's your boy.
It's your boy, BW1.
It's better than hearing it's your peeper. Hey, it's your peeper.
It's your peeper.
It's your creeper.
It's your creeper peeper.
I mean, it is almost Halloween. Creeper would make a little bit more sense.
Am I the only one that has to prep for a November mustache a month prior?
I usually do, to be honest.
Yeah. I mean, I was gonna go full beard, but if we decide to go stash for the trips in November, then I'm gonna hit it.
I mean, the beard might be the better weather option, but you could shave your beard and have an instant mustache. So
Right.
like, that's not.
I think in November or Movember, it's cheating. I think you're supposed to start.
No, you are.
I never do that. I never do that.
But I'm just saying, the only reason I'd go to a stash is for our Vegas and Dallas trip,
which we booked yesterday. We had the Vegas trip, November 16th to whatever for the Cowboys versus the Raiders. But we secured now our plane tickets and lodging for the Thanksgiving Day Can Fan Great American Thanksgiving Day road trip.
It's the Great
Even though we're not
Canadian
driving?
American Thanksgiving road trip.
Even though we're not going to be driving it, I don't even think we're going to rent a car this time.
No, we
No,
won't. But you still call it a road trip.
We'll Uber.
We did a road trip the first year. Why would we change? No,
Because we actually did a road trip.
actually, we didn't do a road trip the first year.
Road trip was that in 2022.
But no one wants to call it like, oh, the Great Canadian American Thanksgiving trip.
Extravaganza.
Yeah,
We're
you're not wrong.
But this time we're back in that historic downtown.
Well, I don't think we stayed the first year. We didn't stay in Dallas though.
Well, okay, maybe
The first year we stayed in Fort Worth. Second year we stayed Dallas. Second year we stayed Dallas. Then we stayed some weird little town. And then last year we did Fort Worth again. So now we're back to Dallas because in 2022
we did Arlington, or it was near there.
I woke up hungover as shit the day of the game, and all I hear is like this noise outside. I'm like, what the fuck is going on outside? I open the window. There's a parade going on outside the window,
and it was raining,
and it was pissing rain. Terrible weather. But
was that Giants game?
That was a Giant. Yeah, that was the Giants.
Because I remember that we went there.
First off,
to pregame, and we just stood under the tree and drank.
Shotgunned a bunch of beers. You couldn't even it wasn't the same. Our first year down there when it was sunny and walking around talking to people. And then the next year it was like exact opposite weather.
Yeah, and then the last few years of tailgating has been good. And
last year was a bit cold, but
a little chilly, but we can handle that.
No, we can handle the chill.
We got our gang jackets.
Yeah, we got. Oh yeah, hell yeah, we do. You can't say gang.
We got our yang jackets.
Our dance group.
We got our crew jackets.
Yeah,
we got
crew jackets.
We got our Can Fan Maniacs jackets.
Right. Okay, that's what we got.
So right off the hop, guys. Okay, we kind of started to talk about how we're doing. Anth, how are you doing?
A little banged up. I'm on.
A little banged up.
I'm on the IR today. Pretty much. I did a little classic work race, I guess, foot race against a guy at work, and it did not go well for me.
Did you pop the video somewhere, or
no? I didn't. I didn't even think about it.
Okay,
I didn't even think about it. Well, we're gonna have to do a pregame I guess on Friday because I didn't put it on anything, and I guess I could put it in the DMs right now, real quick.
If you toss it in DMs,
yeah, toss it in the DMs, there, kid.
Okay.
So Anth will set it up. I'll set it up. Anth was getting beaked at by some young guns at work, and not only as a pushing 40,
250 pounds,
250 male, he can't let these young bucks come in and start trashing him on it. So he had to step up. And when they start throwing down some stuff like, "Oh, I'm faster than you," type of bullshit, it's very, very easy to put your money with where your mouth is. So
and backwards, I didn't say I was going to beat him. I said we're going to get in a race, and it's going to be a lot closer than you think. That's what I said, and it ended up being a lot worse than that, to say the least.
Yeah. So hang on. Let me. Okay. Let me bring it one.
Let me be able to see it.
I just have to try it. You know how fucking IG works.
I was trying to go like this first before we did it.
I got it all on record.
Okay, so let me bring up the screen here. There we go. There.
So Ant's on the left side, and Buddy's on the right.
Oh God.
Ooh, what's it called?
Okay, don't say anything. Let me hear the sound.
Fuck. That's a sack, baby.
Oh, that hurts. Sack! Oh, man. Hey, if you watch it, though, we're head-to-head here.
Oh, yeah.
What's it called?
And then I trip.
That's what we call a sack lunch. Nom, 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 nom.
I did not feel good. Oh, shit.
Hey, yeah, you're...
Ooh, what's it called?
Take the screen off because I can't...
Oh, you can't,
I would...
you can't get off of it?
Well, I can't get off of it without it exposing everything.
Okay, there you go. There we go.
I would not recommend racing in steel-toe boots.
No, and for anyone who was listening there, what it was Ant racing a guy in steel-toe boots, and then he hop, skips, and jumps right into the pavement. Well, the gravel, I should say.
Yeah, it was gravel, and I had to pick... So, just a quick story. I had a bunch in my hand, had to peel it out, pick it out, scrape it out.
Yeah.
And now I feel like I have broken ribs. So, back to BW1's original question, how we're all doing. I feel like I'm on the IR. I feel like I've been beat up. That's how I'm feeling over here. But I'm here, though.
And
I would do it again.
Forever DC says, was it downhill?
You would think it was downhill the way I fucking skid, but no, it wasn't. It was flat ground. Unfortunately. Actually,
Elijah Olson with a $2 super chat saying, Ant, way to take a spill. No, he doesn't say that. He says, favorite Cowboys live from an Eagles fan.
Oh, yeah.
Nothing to do with you, but I thought I'd try to tie it in there.
You know what? I believe it's for me.
Brent Packer guy says, Ant's arms inside, pumping back and forth, lean forward, keep your feet straight, not flopping out. That's how you sprint.
I was wearing work boots, okay? The guy had running shoes on. If I'm in running shoes, I don't fall down. I think I do a tiny bit better. I might have still lost, but I think I at least hold my dignity. The funny thing is, I was thinking before we move on, when he's challenged me to race, I was like, okay, I'll race you. What's the worst thing that could happen? I'll lose a race. Big fucking deal. Well, that's a lie. I wiped out in front of everybody, and now that video got sent to, 1,000 people. But number two, the two things I was thinking in the air. Shit, I better not land on my face. And while I was in midair, I'm going to look like a fucking idiot. That was literally the thing I was thinking as I was flying through the air.
That's fun. I mean, I probably watched it 30 times. I made sure I called my wife and kids right away and it said, go see what happened to Uncle Anthony. And then they all laughed at it and watched it a bunch. And then just driving home from work today, I wasn't listening to music or anything. And I just thought about us watching the video and I could see you falling in my eyes. And I'm just like, oh man, I feel so that puts a smile on my face. So at least you're getting some immediate laughs from everything, which is also good. Also, too, as well.
Shouldn't have started a podcast about the Dallas Cowboys. I should have just started a podcast about me wiping out daily. But
you know, this is going to affect your football in the groin.
Yeah. But it's football in a groin.
Look, I'm glad you put the video out yourself because it's going to affect your draft.
It is.
Your draft rank this
year. It is,
Forever,
definitely.
Forever DC says, so make sure the Broncos wear steel-toe boots.
That'd be an option.
Hey, yo.
Nate Dogg's in the house.
Survey says, Anthony, you're still faster than B Unit, says Nate Dogg. And then Brent Packer guy says, if it makes you feel better, Anth, you could probably outsprint me running backwards with an adult beverage and a cigar.
Okay.
A lot of people.
All right, guys. Thanks for having me back.
But hey, we got a jam-packed show today. I don't know what happened to our.
Your camera went? Do you need me to get it?
Just
it's
out of focus first. Here, I'll fix it. I'll go.
That's okay. What we're going to bring up right now is some Dallas Cowboys trade talk. Maxx Crosby. The rumors hit the internet like a hot fire and have kind of since then fizzled out a little bit. But rumor has it that Dallas Cowboys were having conversations or at least reaching out to Raiders to inquire about Maxx Crosby. And trading for him.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to find a good article here.
Well, while you're looking for an article, the Raiders did come out and say that he's not for sale. Not that that means anything. Teams are going to say that to kind of flame the fire. But interesting enough, Maxx Crosby went out and started following a bunch of the Dallas Cowboys players on social media accounts.
Yeah.
So it's like, why would he just randomly do that? Is it just to maybe make some buzz around the situation? But back to the whole point of it, like, if you guys, it just seems like such a weird thing for the Cowboys to trade away Micah Parsons.
Yep.
Who I'd say is a tier above Maxx Crosby as a pass rusher.
Definitely.
Nothing against Maxx Crosby. Maxx Crosby's,
he's in the tier below.
yeah,
easily.
He's and their pay says that. But it's just weird to trade away a guy you drafted, like the dude when you drafted Micah Parsons, you wanted him to be exactly what he was. He ends up doing that. You trade him away, and then you're gonna go and trade for a defensive end to replace him. It's kind of strange. And I think it's a good idea if the price is right, but I think if he did get traded, he's just worth too much. And I don't want the Cowboys spilling out all their treasure or their secret stash of draft picks.
Yeah, and this is a nice little breakdown here from Spot Track, who I didn't know was one individual. I thought it was a group of guys, and I've always been upset that he didn't name his thing Sport Rack?
Yeah, Spot Rack.
Or something like that. Anyways.
I wonder if there's a reason for that.
Yeah, probably. And you know what? I'm not going to ask him. We're just going
to be mad about it.
We're
Every
just gonna
time.
be mad
This
about
fucking
it.
guy's name.
We're just going to be mad about you.
Spot Track.
The biggest
Bow
thing,
track?
yes, the biggest thing for me is with the Maxx Crosby trade is some of the deals that we saw, and I just have his cap up here on the screen for reference, and we can go over it as well. But some of the deals that I saw, and you guys, let me know what you saw as well, were anywhere from the range of 2 first-round picks and a player for Crosby and maybe a 4th rounder or something like that, all the way to like I think a first and a second and a player like for Crosby. So there was a range of like picks and players for Crosby. All of the options I saw personally were too rich for a lot of the reasons like you mentioned, Anthony. We just moved away from a guy who, sure, he might have been, when you look at the Maxx Crosby contract here, he might have saved us 6 or 7 million or whatever, but you're still eating up 38 million or something like that in a player over another 5 years till 2029 his contract's locked in for. If it was a shorter deal and you were sending a 2nd round pick or something, and maybe a 2nd round and a 1st round in 2 years or something like that, okay, I could be intrigued by something like that, but otherwise I just feel like it's like a backward step if you're giving away one of those 1st round picks, because you get a guy, but then you get the contract space that kind of negates the whole major benefit, I think, of the Micah Parsons trade.
Yeah, a lot of the stuff, same. I'm going to mirror what you said. A lot of the trades I saw were just too much for me. And at this point, I'm kind of inclined to just seeing what this offense can do. And hopefully next year, I'd rather them re-sign George Pickens. Yeah. Hopefully some of our guys develop, and then they draft all defense next year. I'd almost be more inclined to that than giving up 2 first-round picks for Maxx Crosby, and then you lose George Pickens. Then it just feels like you're just a shittier team than you were at the start of this year. You know what I mean? Instead of last year. Like last year you had Micah Parsons, you didn't have George Pickens, right? Yeah. You don't pay the big contract to Micah Parsons. Now you can afford George Pickens, and you could still trade up and get one of the best pass rushers in the draft next year, or wait for a guy, best player available. So I'm not sold on trading for Maxx Crosby. I think the most I'm trading for him is a 2nd this year and a 2nd next year, maybe. Like that, I think is my most. I don't want to trade any of the 1st round picks, and if that's not enough to get him, then I don't want him.
Yeah.
I was going to say, look, I think that if we look at, and again, without trying to mirror exactly what both of you said, I think we were never one player away from being a better defense. I think the defense has too many holes. So re-signing Micah Parsons, I think it would have just been the same instance that we're getting right now, or at least we would have had the last 6 weeks before Flus got his shit together, and then all of a sudden,
sorry. Let's wait. Let's wait about the Flus having his shit
we'll
together.
get there. We'll get there.
What I'm getting at is, I think even with Micah Parsons, the Cowboys defense would still be in the same situation that they're in now. in terms of like being ranked typically probably the worst in the league. I do think the Cowboys need to have more players that are impactful, like Micah Parsons or a Maxx Crosby. What Maxx Crosby can do for us is it allows us to maybe get a linebacker in the mix as well, or Maxx Crosby plus another safety. He's probably a little too rich for what we're going to go for, but there's other guys in his position that should now come surface. It's like, oh, if the Cowboys are looking for that type of person, what about this guy here? And maybe he's half the price as Maxx Crosby, and all of a sudden now that it opens up any opportunities. I do think if we get Crosby, we probably will end up getting Pickens, and we could probably get Javonte Williams. I'm sure they could get that type of deal
if they traded for Crosby.
I'm just
now
saying
you got Crosby's. You got Crosby's $30 million next season.
Sorry, I meant to say that I think we ought to offload somebody like Diggs in the mix of it to try to free up some more space.
That makes sense.
So you offload Diggs, you get Crosby, and then you can get your offense re-signed.
And do you just mean like cutting Diggs?
No, I mean like trying to trade him.
I don't think. What sane person's trading for Trevon Diggs right now? Would you guys? No. It's because you're taking his contract over. That's the only problem with Trevon Diggs. If I'm a team, especially with the behind the scenes stuff that's happening, and that's a whole nother story. But it's back to the Maxx Crosby thing. I think it's just smoke and mirrors. And whenever there's some sort of player that might be on a trading block, what's the first team that gets linked to him?
Cowboys.
Dallas Cowboys.
I'm sure there was a sniff of interest, but Cowboys are not going to be making a trade that involves any of those first round picks. At least I don't expect them to. And would make sense that the Raiders would want that. So just don't think it's going anywhere. But hey, that's what I thought about Parsons.
Our boy Revdro is on our Instagram live right now, and he's saying Crosby is way too badass to be a Cowboy anyways.
Rev, you're a Pats fan. Let's be easy.
Why is he following
Rev's now back intrigued in football now that Drake May's doing decent. And I know the roller pigs.
Spoiled Boston roller pig.
The roller pigs are coming for the snakes in the DWAC league.
Hey guys,
let me get one of these in.
Yeah.
Crack if you got him.
You got him, son. 3 big Dallas Cowboy boys could be back this week, and let me just pull this up here. Let me just zoom this in. Tommy Yarish. Never know what to think of that guy, but he writes good stuff. Cowboys open window for Cooper Beebe, DeMarvion Overshown, and Shaven, I don't know. Savon Revel Jr. There you go. Who do you want back? If you got to pick out of those 3 to play, I don't know.
Against the Broncos?
Well, I don't think they're all. But let's say you could pick one of these 3 guys to come and play against the Broncos.
And they're like, now I'm not going to say 100%, but they're good enough to play.
They're good enough to play. They're
Overshown.
Season 100%.
Overshown without a doubt.
Yeah.
Well, like,
yeah, I guess.
Head over heels over. Hoffman's doing fine with BB, and Savon Revel's a fucking rookie cornerback. Those don't usually pan out very well.
And I think, like you said, Hoffman. I don't know if you said it or if you were thinking about it. He's doing well, pretty well right now. So rushing BB back, that's just one of those positions where it's like Hoffman's getting his turn in the spotlight. Savon Revel being
active. If I show you these photos, though.
Oh, Overshown already. Overshown for sure.
Definitely in swag value, you're going Overshown.
Yeah.
But so then, how about you guys? You said.
Well, I was just going to say, I mean, I feel like Cooper Beebe is probably going to come back because I don't think his injury. Oh, you know what? Honestly, let him go through the bye and then have him come back for the player. I actually don't want to.
It's a situation where you pick the player.
Yeah.
Who do you want?
I'm talking through myself.
They're fine, and they're fine. And
all of them are equally as healthy.
Overshown. I want somebody in that linebacker position to really help ignite that offense. I mean, it's one of our areas now that
defense.
On defense. Like now that James has been kind of overtaking Sanborn's, and this last week with him on those blitz packages, now you get Overshown in the mix there. I think now our defense is starting to hum a little bit.
You got some speed at the defensive position.
It's nice to see
linebacking position.
Just quickly on Shamar James there, we critiqued him about his tackling being far downfield, and I honestly haven't looked at last week's stats to see if it was different, but it certainly felt like he was more impactful.
Had a
as
turnover.
linebacker. Yeah.
Had that sack on, I think it was, I don't know if it was Jaden Daniels, it might have been
think it was
Marcus Mariota, but sacked him, forced a fumble.
Yep.
And he had, so he got to the quarterback in 2.28 seconds, which was 4th fastest off the ball in the NFL this year.
Oh, wow.
So he's got that
He's got the
instinct.
wheels.
You got to send him more. I thought Shamar James played a lot better, but I think getting Overshown back.
He's a different dude.
He's a different dude.
Yeah.
AJ, who you taking?
I'm taking Overshown as well. I was actually going to say BB, but then after you do consider that the line's been playing fair enough, like certainly could be better with BB, but because of the elite play that Tak's having right now, and just like, I mean, the CeeDee Lamb it sucks because he had a phenomenal game and it was just overshown from GP3 and just the miraculous catch. He had like, what was it, 4 catches?
That were just like, holy
And
fuck.
almost all 4 of them were like...
Yeah, with single cover, like right guy right on him.
Yeah.
Just perfect catches. And then...
But I'm just saying, for that reason, BB's out. Savon Revel, don't know him enough. And so Overshown. Now, my only caution is, it obviously, like, we've been waiting to see Overshown, and when he has played for the Cowboys, he's been pretty electric and fun to watch and had some major, highlight moments. But he's going to, let's ease him back in because the last thing we want is his knee to blow again, and then it's done.
Then you can't come back from 3.
Then you're wrapped, right?
Like,
so
that's just crazy.
You don't even
Our-
have 3 knees.
our expectations, as much as like, I'm going to celebrate as soon as he has a big play and you know how we're going to react. But I'm also not going to put a lot of expectation behind him and wouldn't be surprised if he isn't back anyways. But you said the Raiders game.
Yeah, I heard Raiders game is kind of
it makes the most sense.
Which will be in person.
We'll be there. I mean, that gives us 3. That gives him 3.
Gives him 4 weeks.
3. Yeah, exactly.
Or 3.5. But like, here's the thing is, unless you're rushing him back for Cardinals, then the bye's the week after, so he's coming back for the Raiders.
Yeah.
And it just makes sense. But let's not, I guess this is my caution, and I think you said it, Adam or Anth, or maybe both of you guys did. Let's not get our hopes up too much that the Savior's returned. And same caution from this last game. Cowboys defense played good enough that we could say, okay, get a little bit of excited. We played a Washington Commanders team that, lost their starting quarterback, 3/5 of the way through the game, and then also had a bunch of Tolberts
Luke
running
McCaffrey
around.
was their best wide receiver.
Yeah, they were missing 3 of their main receivers.
Still, doesn't matter. The Cowboys didn't play down, and that's one important win.
Yeah, and you got to just play who you're playing against. And the one thing I liked about the win against the Commanders, because we didn't touch on it at all, which is fine, but 47% of their snaps were in man coverage.
That's right.
Compared to what we've seen prior, it's been like 80. I think 85 was the lowest, or it would have been 15% man coverage was the highest we had seen prior to last week's game. So it's nice to see Eberflus switching it up a bit and just kind of, and it's nice to see them have success. Like the Deron Bland pick, the pick 6, the screech shot play, that was in man coverage. So you're getting that success in man coverage, which is going to lead to the defensive coordinator calling more man coverage plays.
Another thing that I think is just funny, and I'm not calling anyone out specifically, but this is what we do here. We come here, we goof around, we play it.
I'm trying to
poke fun.
I know. Hang on.
I poke fun. I grew up with brothers. I'm rough.
I see a lot of posts out there saying, Cowboys finally listened to their fans and started. And I'm like, okay, hold the horse. There's zone coverage and there's man coverage. It's not like Cowboys fans were asking for this obscure coverage that doesn't. It's like, no, the Cowboys just shifted to what is a more reasonable, at least for that game, for the game against the Commanders. That's what they decided to do. I just think it's so hilarious to see, like, we did it. Pat ourselves in the back. Like, we did it, boys. We changed the front office.
We knew it all along.
They were. Okay, so if they did do that and got a 40 burger put on them, would we still being like, oh, yay, at least they listened to us?
Yeah,
it's like,
right?
I don't know. I just think that's kind of funny. But hey, I'm not going to spoil anyone's fun.
I think like the stuff that you hear coming into that game is you got the head coach, Brian Schottenheimer, actually went and spent time with Eberflus and the D to say, let's figure this out. Let's talk through this a bit more. That's kind of came out. So, and then you have the fact that he is getting all that heat for fucking having the last place defense. At some point, you have to think, well, my job's kind of on the line. And if I don't do something, or if we don't correct something, then I don't have, it's going to be tough for me to get a job next year. Again, I'm not saying that the fans turned it. I just think that that should, hopefully you think that plays into these guys.
I agree with you. I think that was it, is he woke up.
Not that he listened to the fans.
I think he woke up the game after and
saw it.
Came into the office, was like, you know what? I think I'm going to go with what you guys, what you guys were suggesting. Maybe we are going to play it a little bit more, man. Like
the realistic headline
he had nothing to lose.
The realistic headline is fans finally get what they want.
Yes.
And the Cowboys defense shifts to man coverage.
But guess what?
That's the headline.
And if they keep
but it's not sexy.
If they keep that same rate and Cowboys go out against the Broncos, who basically in one quarter stole the victory from the New York Giants.
Bo Nix 4 touchdowns in the fourth quarter.
Just disgusting. And we got some nice data to show how that can be a real problem for the Dallas Cowboys coming up here. But if that's the case against the Broncos and then we lose, what are we going to be saying?
Exactly.
You know,
I'm
just saying, wait, just like we're calling
50% man coverage. Why are you playing more zone?
Well, just like we're saying, yeah, the defense has been fixed. When they go and have a big stinker again, because it's inevitable with the defense that we saw, that we've seen, it's going to happen again. Just don't forget you cheered about how now they're improved.
Yeah,
because it's still, for me, it's like I'm stoked we won, but that was a game. It's like if they lost, it's worse than 32nd team. It's arguably the worst defense historically in the NFL.
Yeah.
He definitely saved his, I don't think he was going to get fired, but he saved his career.
I definitely don't think that they were going to do any type of mid-season defensive coordinator firing. I think if anything, it kind of looks more like, because the offense is doing so well and the defense hasn't been doing well, and Shoddy's the head coach and Shoddy's also the offensive play caller, maybe there's a little bit more grace on the head coach right now. But at the end of the day, if your DC's not performing, you as the head coach, you have power over that position. If anybody should be responsible for the defense performing so bad without changing anything, it should be Schottenheimer.
Shoddy with the body, Shoddy with the body and that visor, baby.
But I love me some Shoddy. I mean,
I do too. I've been listening to the Shoddy post games and the locker room speeches. I like him. I like Schottenheimer. Compared to what I was thinking about when he got hired.
Okay.
And even no matter what the season ends up doing, this is all in his first year as a head coach. It's all experience under his belt. Is his first tenure as a head coach. So I'm sold on him.
My initial, and we can go back to the tape, my initial thoughts on Shoddy was like, oh, really? That's who you picked? And then after I started to dig into it, listen to it, and I love a good underdog story. I love the fact that this guy is getting his opportunity. I started to become a fan. And then coming into summertime when camp started, I was like, you know what? I fucking think this is a good hire. I like everything he's saying. I like everything that's happening, but it's like...
You like his visor.
Show me before just show me that what you're saying is true. And then week to week, obviously the play calling's been solid. But when I go and watch the sounds of the sideline and I see how he interacts, like the excitement and like the intensity, coming in as a Cowboy fan doing this show, I've had Mike McCarthy. I've had fucking monotone, no fucking emotion Mike McCarthy on the sideline. No neck, a lot of Whataburgers.
No neck, Mike.
So
I like Mike McCarthy.
But I'm just saying the intensity from a coach is what it's fucking
crack if you got him.
Well,
just
guys,
get me there, kiddo.
I didn't send this to you, but there's just 3 awesome GP3 clips from last week's game.
You gonna put them on?
I just want to bring them up and watch them with you. And I don't know, maybe it'll turn into a relationship or something.
Totally.
But man, this guy, GP3, I know the hate. One of the classic things that we're seeing now is like, oh, not a culture guy. Thank you, Steelers. And I totally agree with the sentiment. He might have been a headache when he was with Pittsburgh and the Steelers. but then he just falls into place properly here in Dallas. So
isn't that anybody in a working situation? You put
100%.
me in an awful work situation where I don't think I'm being utilized, and I'll be a nightmare also. And then if I'm in a good situation, I'll be the best person to work with. So
yeah,
it's no different with football players. The guy, look at the fucking bums this dude had throwing to him for the last 3 or 4 years or 3 years in Pittsburgh. So,
well, this is one of my favorite mic'd up moments from GP3, and then we got 2 more to watch too, where he's kind of ragging on Lattimore and getting under Lattimore's skin.
And if you, I mean, you might not have it here, but there's my favorite one.
Well, we'll see, because I got these 3, and then you can.
I can tell you where it is.
These were just the clips. I didn't go through myself, but Tommy, or no, this is Colin Brennan.
and these are all from Sounds of the Sideline on like the YouTube Dallas Cowboys page.
Yeah.
Which are always good to watch.
Here's Prescott flipping it out to Pickens on the left side to about the 33.
Nice try, buddy.
That needs to be a
Get on the
sound
ground.
bite.
I said, yo, little ass, you a like, what the fuck, get on me. And then I started flopping, try to get up the
Sorry, just gonna go back.
Nice try, buddy.
That needs to be a sound bite that one of you guys gets.
I already got it.
Nice try, buddy.
It's so. I thought they put the sound in there, and then in the exact next line here,
Then on the ground, I said, yo, little ass.
GP starts talking, and that's his voice. I was like, oh, that's his, his voice.
Nice
Is like,
try, buddy.
oh, there was another one too, with Dono Dub. I forget what he was saying, but Dono Dubs has got that fucking voice as well. He's just got one of those voices. And then here are the other 2 clips where he's kind of ragging on Lattimore.
You can't. It's real, boy. One of them. And I do that to you. I do it to you. I to you.
Do it.
I do it to you. You can't.
So I wish these didn't like auto restart, but that's just how.
Down and more. Great blocking down the field.
Yeah. You better get this, because he ain't going to come off. Yeah, he ain't doing
What you doing?
everything. I know. You're going to have to.
Down and more.
What are you doing? Everything.
So poor Lattimore did look like he was crying.
got crashed out.
He was not having a good
You know,
game.
and here's the thing: is
That's
like
what you got to do. You got to find the weak. You got to find the weakest link. And you got to fucking go at him.
but it
Nice try, buddy.
Nice try, buddy.
Sounds like, hey, buddy, let me finish, buddy.
Is George Pickens Canadian?
Sounds like it.
George Pickens
What?
probably could get under my skin if I was having a game like Lattimore.
Oh, and he's dunking on you and everything you're trying to do. You can't stop him.
I might start to get a little.
Slew foot him.
Well, I might just give him a fucking unsportsmanlike
That's what I mean. Slew foot him.
little. Yeah, sure.
Starts running by you, you just fucking swipe his leg out from it.
little rage hit.
I mean, you seen me run. I probably ain't stopping him.
The clip that I was going to say, and I thought it was going to be, I'll move off of it. If you go to NFL's IG, because I saw them post it today.
Ooh, that's risky.
okay. Oh,
It's a sound. It sounds of the sidelines.
Just saying. You're
Which
going
is-
at,
what is
you're
the
going,
clip?
you're
It's the
going
clip
at-
with
you're going
after
NFL.
CeeDee Lamb gets his touchdown, and then it's on the sideline how GP3 is so excited that 88's back. 88.
That's on our. I posted that yesterday.
Maybe that you posted it, and then I just
You should just watch it on ours.
Okay, let me go.
Hey, just watch it on
it's
ours.
on our
It's
IG?
literally probably the clip I posted that ad's thinking of.
Okay,
But I
you
liked
mean-
it. I liked it when I watched it in Sounds of the Sideline, and then I just remember seeing it today from NFL.
Is this it?
Although it is a reel.
Is this it?
Yeah.
Deep
You don't need to
ball to
restart
the
it.
middle to Lamb. Walk your dog.
I like them dancing. Yeah. Just listen to them.
Yeah! Me and Twin running in the end zone together, like, let's go!
Wilson's voice.
Yeah! 88 is back.
I'm saying they need 6.
Yeah, man. And look,
He's at their hype. They're hyped together.
Oh,
man.
it's like the two best friends that
Yeah.
anybody can have.
They're
Look,
the two best friends that anybody can have.
here's the fun thing about this season from the rest of the point on is the Cowboys have gone through some terrible games. And I think adversity-wise, they've just come out of it stuck together. And one of the biggest points could be, well, if Pickens was a headache and the Cowboys went through, lost to the Bears, lost to the Panthers, Eagles loss, I think that was a good loss. It was a feel-good loss.
Yeah.
And they still come out and have this camaraderie going into the game against Washington.
Are still 500 at week 8, which is fucked.
Yeah, but the team feels together. This doesn't feel like a 500 team.
Let's just say week 8 this year compared to last year, week 8, I'm pretty sure that's when Dak had just got hurt or pretty close to that.
Right.
But this feels completely different. Sure, there's been a couple bad losses. I hate to say it, this team could be fucking 5-2.
I know.
Or sorry, 6-2.
Don't say you hate it.
I do, because I hate being that guy, because you could say that for any team. Right?
Well,
yeah, you can say that for any team, but yeah, you're right.
And I'm going to let you. You're allowed to have an opinion on this show, Anth. What you're not allowed to do is not sit back and drink one of these sweet, sweet drips with
Double R.
I'm drinking a pink lemonade, and it is
Delightful.
That's the other soundbite we should get for Drip whenever we bring up Drip is when George Pickens was on. He goes, George Pickens, Drip University.
That is funny.
Yeah, it was hilarious.
Nice. Well, he does
From
have
the last game.
But hey, guys, we got a game coming up here. The Week 8 Dallas Cowboys 3-3-1 versus the Denver Broncos 5-2, which is kind of odd to see. Doesn't it feel weird to see a 5-2 Denver Broncos?
5-2, yeah, that's a good record, man. You're in the top echelon of the NFL.
Yeah, and I did a
5-2 is nice.
I did a quick little look. Cowboys are out of the playoff hunt right now.
Yep,
There's
I think
a lot
they're sitting at what, 9?
They're
8 or 9?
They're in that leg right below.
Yeah.
They're like, so yeah, 8 or 9 or 10, like a tie.
There's like 4 fucking NFC teams that are 5-2.
Well, funny enough, they
It's
are
crazy.
sitting by themselves with their 3-3-1.
Right, because they have the tie. And right now, because the Packers are in first place at 4-1-1. They're the top-ranked team. So the NFL does their point system weird. Because you think 5 wins would be better than 4-1. But it's not.
It's
Because must have something to do with win percentage or because the other teams have 2 losses.
Well, it'll go for the win percentage, but then it goes to the head-and-head, and then the.
You know what I mean? Like in hockey, if you're 4-1-1, you're gonna have 9 points. Where if you're 5-2, you're gonna have 10 points.
Yes, you're right.
So I don't know how football does win percentage.
Win percentage, exactly.
Instead of
points. It's not points.
So I was looking at the standings. I was like, how the fuck is Green Bay in first place? They have 4 wins, and there's 4 other teams with 5 wins. But you learn something new every day, I guess.
Hey, McFly.
Right?
The one thing, one of the first comments in chat when we were coming in was, oh my gosh, 11,000 days. And Faf, I think from Fafabout, I can't go all the way back to take a look, but Fafabout asked, 11,000 days since the Cowboys haven't beat the Broncos. Surely they've beat them before that.
Have beaten the Broncos.
Surely they have beaten the Broncos in that time. And Boots, I don't think he's in the chat anymore, but Boots was saying, oh no, that's just at Denver. And then when we were talking pre-roll, you're like, no.
Well, these are all at Denver, though. Oh no, they're not. The bottom ones are.
This is
yeah. That's just
football
you're
database.
right.
Dallas Cowboys versus Broncos. They've only played 14 games.
Yeah, that's the difference when you're not in the same conference, right?
It's wild compared to whatever the 70 games that the Cowboys and Commanders have played.
Yeah, September 10th, 1995. That's exactly 11,000 days ago.
It's exactly 11,000 days
That's
ago.
That's pretty crazy.
I just looked, and this is how you can tell that the NFL has had CanFan in its script since the
dawn of time.
Yeah, but you can see here the last win for the Cowboys against the Broncos was in September 10th, 1995. Cowboys beat the Broncos 31-21. Since Dak Prescott has been playing, the Cowboys are 0-2 versus the Broncos.
And CanFan, if we're going, kind of down the order, we're 0-1.
And we're 0-1. Yeah.
30-16. That was our first year, 2021. Doing the show.
But let me just skip off that. So yeah,
They fucking killed it in the prior to that 95 game though. Holy shit.
maybe that, I obviously didn't double check that myself. So perhaps there is. I'm respecting a website that's built on producing
do
that
that?
data to make sure, but it could be wrong. I trust Boots over the website. Let me just say. So
No, you could. I feel like we're gonna go with it at being accurate, or at least
It's a better. It's a catchy headline.
They haven't won
11,000
since
days.
they haven't won since the Simpsons episode.
Yeah, since Homer Simpson got given the Denver Broncos instead of the Dallas Cowboys.
Oh, the Denver Broncos.
Okay. Well, here we are, Dallas Cowboys. Here we are going into week 8. We got ups across the board, except for we're still the 32nd ranked defense. So 76.1 rank overall. PFF rankings, by the way. We're ranked 10th. 80.1 offense overall. We're ranked 4th. And 51.7 defense. Went up from 47. But we're 32nd ranked, so no change there.
We're slowly improving on defense as far as PFF grade, and I'll say this with actual not PFF grade, like yards against and all that total defense and shit, the Cowboys have moved up a little bit, but PFF and those stats are a little bit different. They're still bottom 3 in almost every category.
Exactly. Like overall, they're still the worst. But who cares? At this point, we're looking to get to 25. If the Cowboys get to the PFF ranked 25th ranked defense, they are a Super Bowl contending team.
Shit, yeah, they
with
are.
this offense.
With the offense continuing to cook.
The offense doesn't slow down and keeps pace.
That's the key.
That's where we got to get to.
The offense has to keep cooking. Defense just has to get better.
You just got to get to like 62.
Just get better. And you know what? Right now,
I feel like we are.
What were they? 47 last week.
Yep.
Give us another +4. They're 54 next week. Give us another +4 after the Arizona game. They're 58 going into the bye.
We're feeling pretty damn
good.
We're
feeling better. We're feeling better than that 47 last week. I'll tell you that much.
Javonte Williams, I just figured like he's a dude who should just take a little bit of a closer look at. What I don't include here for the Canf Analytics is anything that's obvious. So like, yeah, we know he's second in rushing and we know that he's second in touchdowns or whatever. Let's look a little deeper. Let's dig a little deeper under the skin.
Baby.
To why he's those second places in rushing and touchdowns.
Williams, pull that foreskin back. Let's have a real good look.
Let's see that turtle head.
So something that's interesting is a 3.03 rushing efficiency. That's his north to south rushing, meaning he's not running east to west to get a yard. He's not running 5 yards to the left or right.
He's running downhill.
He's running straight up right into your mouth.
He's coming. Yeah, he's running downhill and he's looking for someone to bang it off of.
I think it was 2.9 was the next highest in the, I forget who that was. Rico Dowdle. So Rico
Dowdle.
He has 142 rush yards over expected. So where he was supposed to be tackled, just plus on 142 rush yards, no biggie. That's first in the NFL. And this is the biggest kicker for me, guys. 416 yards after contact. All of them are actually after the contract was signed. He's ranked second. 70% of his total yards are after contract. So he's getting hit.
It's those big runs.
He's just fucking pounding.
Every big run he's had hasn't came because he's had an open hole. He's bounced off 2 or 3 guys and hit the side. Right. Yep. Even last week he did it. And then the Jets game right before halftime, bounced off 3 guys, had a giant 60-yard run. So that's 416 yards because he has 600 and something. So that's pretty wild that 416 of his yards are after the contact.
It is. To me, that was like,
he's putting in work.
I was like, holy smokes.
And that's another thing back to what we're talking about, the BB being brought back in. Our run, like Javonte Williams is cooking right now, right? So I don't think bringing BB back in would stir things up too crazy. But if we could get someone else healthier, then that's why I would have picked someone else.
Yeah, sure. And we want all 3 of those guys in. I do want to see Kalen Carson too. But right now, if it's a matter of rushing BB back or not, with what we're seeing with Williams running and how that line is working, there's no rush. And that's a nice feeling.
It is.
Now we're going to be heading into the touch and tips. Cowboys, Broncos. Denver leads this overall series 9 wins to 5, which again is just a surprisingly low amount for 2 teams who've been in the league since the 70s, but that's it. Cowboys 0 turnovers with 2 turnovers last week, ranking them 14th.
So we climbed up. We've climbed back into that nice. We're not negative anymore. Which is
We're in a good place. We're in a good place. Yeah. Broncos -2. They're in 19th place. Points scored per game for the offense. Cowboys 31.7. They moved up to second. Broncos in the middle of the pack, basically 23.3. and points against per game. So 29.4 against the defense. 30th ranked, and the Broncos have 18.1, and they're the 4th ranked.
So you're going to see some strengths here. You're looking at the points scored by the Dallas Cowboys, ranked 2nd, and they're going up against the 4th best points against defense. So this is going to be one of those which moves. Do the Cowboys keep scoring, or do the Broncos keep stopping people from scoring? And we're going to know better about both these teams following this game, because both of those units have been super successful this season up to now, and this is going to be a real testing point for both teams.
Yeah, and I think the interesting thing is, where do you feel if you had a 50-50 coin flip, NFL defense, the number 1 NFL defense versus the number 1 NFL offense, who would you pick in a coin flip? My money goes to offense. They just have the more, the calls fall more on in their favor. So it's a good thing that Cowboys are in this kind of face-off, but you're absolutely right. This might be the best defense we're facing in overall.
Well, when the Cowboys played the Packers at the time, and I mean, I'm sure it was only week 4, or what week was that?
Yeah, week 4.
Brent Packer guys in the chat, he'll correct you for whatever you're going to say.
They were
anyways.
the top ranked defense at that time, and the Cowboys still put up 40 on them. Again, that's in the first 4 weeks of the season, so take that with a grain of salt. But this, I'd say, for the circumstance, week 8, they've played, teams are starting to settle in.
Yeah.
This has got to be one of the best defenses, if not the best.
Yeah, and Green Bay does have a really good defense. So, I just don't know, is Green Bay overall better than Broncos? Let's just say that they're pretty similar.
They have Micah Parsons.
Well, Cowboys were also able to put up, nearly 40 points in the Packers game. Or did they put up 40?
40.
Yeah.
And the guy that the Denver Broncos have that's kind of their bread and butter defensive player of the year, Patrick Surtain. That's the guy that I wanted the Cowboys to draft.
Yes.
And the Broncos got him just before the Dallas Cowboys pick. And looking back at that, I was kind of happy we didn't get him because we got Micah. Yep. But now that when Micah's not on this team, it's like Patrick Surtain is on. He can shut down half the field, and it'll be interesting to see what they do with him. If they end up having him go follow a certain player, if they just have him sitting on the left, I don't know enough about their scheme to know what they're planning on doing. But it's going to be exciting to see him against the Dallas Cowboys for sure.
Yeah, that's a good matchup.
If you got him.
That might be something. If we can touch base before I can add to this, is just a couple matchups of the week to watch.
What I would love, and it's just a request, and we could do it free ball in after this, is just to look. We don't have to spend lots of time on it, but I do like when we see the dehydration.
Oh, sure. The PFS?
And just take a look and see how it lines up.
Before we do our last slide, we'll do that. Just have a quick look to get a nice piss meter on everyone.
Oh, yes, Daddy.
Oh, yes, Daddy. Caillou. Okay.
Is that Caillou?
Yeah, I didn't know what it was on.
You fucking bitch.
Then I saw a video and I was
refuse to let my kids watch that growing
Here,
up.
let me hit this. Dallas Cowboys fast blast in the ass.
Fact blast.
Fast blast in the ass.
Fact blast in the ass, baby.
Fact blast.
So I'll take it. So fact blast in the ass.
Do offense, Ad, and then Anthony do defense.
No, I was just joking.
No, Ad, go. No, so you go.
So offense.
You fact blasted me.
The last 4 games equals 0 turnovers. 44.1% third down rate, 7th in the NFL, and a 75% fourth down rate which is 5th in the NFL.
Nice.
And then we have 3.5 offensive touchdowns a game, which is 3rd, and 4.3 last 4 games. So we've gone up, almost a full yard to jump up 2 spots.
No.
It's touchdowns.
Whoa,
Touchdowns. Sorry,
you were close. 3.4 offensive touchdowns.
I'm an idiot. Take it again, Anthony.
Overall, but in the last 4 games, we have 4.3. So 28 points coming from just touchdowns, and that's not including Aubrey's leg.
Yeah, that has nothing to do with field goals, and then the occasional pick 6 that we might hopefully start getting, which we had one last week, and that kind of leads into the defense pretty nicely with 9.1 points given up 4th quarter, which is 26th. This is on the defense, and then 5.3 points given up in the 3rd quarter, which is 20th.
Just context. The reason I put that there is because I wanted to show, look how much more points the Cowboys give up in the 4th quarter than they do in the 3rd quarter. Now, the second half has traditionally been a higher scoring. Even over the last few seasons, a lot of it, though, was the Cowboys would take Dak out, or they would have been up by so much that they would give up 1 or 2 extra touchdowns in the second half because it really didn't matter. In this case, we have been in this season, we've been needing those games for the most part, or needing to win in the second half. And it's the fourth quarter that the Cowboys really seem to fall apart, where we need them to play that staunch defense. They seem to perform fairly well in the third quarter, only 5.3 points, still ranked 20th, but then they nearly double that in the fourth quarter and allow 9.1 points in the fourth quarter. So
almost double.
8.7
average of depth for each target, which is 26th in the NFL. So the targets on the opposing offense are almost getting deep enough for first downs every single play. And you're seeing that. And then 531 rush yards after contact, which is 27th in the NFL. So the Dallas Cowboys offense, and crack me if you got him, and Javonte Williams are getting those nice yards after contact, but the defense is also giving up a whole slew of them and are placed in the bottom, 33 percentile of the NFL.
Yeah, look, a little bit better, but still, bottom tier. No matter how you fucking...
Yeah, if you're not... we said 25th. I think 25 and up is what you're looking for, because 26 and down, you're just sucking it. You're sucking it hard.
25, I'm starting to raise an eyebrow. 26, I'm kicking dirt in your
even
face.
25 's still bad.
It's still terrible,
but
it's better than 32nd or
27th.
27th.
My math tells me.
Just by one.
My math in.
Adam, you want to hit the
Denver Broncos fact blast in the ass. The offense last 4 games equals 2 turnovers for the Denver Broncos. You see how I kind of corrected myself as I fucked my turnovers. There are 35.8% third down rate, which is 23rd in the NFL, and a 50% for fourth down rate, which is 22nd in the NFL. And they have 2.8 offensive tutties a game, which is 11th for them.
Noticeably, when you put this offense versus the Dallas Cowboys offense, their third down and fourth down rates considerably worse than the Dallas Cowboys. The Dallas Cowboys were top 5 in both, if I remember correctly.
Just hit that back.
Okay, so top 7.
Yeah,
seventh
and fifth, and that 44.1 is it's a very close between that and number 1. I think is 49%. So it's like a close group.
But 44 and 35, big gap.
Yes, yeah. Yo, huge gap. Yeah, that's very significant.
Anthony, gonna do?
Oh, I thought you. Oh, and 2.0. You've read that already. The 2.8 offensive tutties a game at 11th. Yeah. Okay. Sweet. And the Denver Broncos defense, 4.1 points given up in the fourth, which is 5th in the NFL, which is nice. And then 3.9 points given up in the third quarter in the NFL, which, again, you compare that to the Dallas Cowboys, they're very neck and neck with both their second half quarters, where the Cowboys almost double in the fourth. 10-yard average depth target, which is last in the NFL. That's looking nicely for our wide receivers and even Jake Ferg. And then 441 rush yards after contact, which is 19th in the NFL. So Javonte Williams should find some room to jaunt.
So this is what I pick up from this, because I'm really worried about the defense. Offense, not so much. We know how the Cowboys defense are. It could be the 32nd ranked offense versus the Dallas Cowboys defense, and I'm still worried that we need to score a lot of points. So just putting that aside, looking at the defensive score, what I noticed here is, defense gives up huge depth of target, right? 10 average.
Worst in the NFL.
Worst in the NFL. They also give up quite a bit of rushing yards after contact when you pair that with Javonte Williams' ability to pick up yards after contact. That could be a nightmare as well. What they do really good, which we need to watch, is they lock down in the second quarter. Second half, sorry. In the third and fourth quarter, only giving up an average of 4 points in each of those quarters. The Cowboys either need to break that trend, and score points anyways, or they need to go big in the first and then keep pace in the second.
Because if you add them up 8 points in the second half, that's not much.
Yeah.
That's what they're averaging.
And so they're giving up more in the first, and then they're finding a way to do the bend, not break. They're giving away big plays, but they're not letting teams score a lot in that second. Or they're forcing punts at opportune times, giving up big play, but then making the stop that they need to make and forcing a punt. So,
could I ask for a blurb, not today, but maybe in the future? How many touchdowns the defense is giving up? because we have the offense, how many they average a game.
Oh,
I would like to see what the defense gives up.
we can look at it. I do different stats here.
Oh, you change them up every
and
time.
then I just match the Cowboys with the Broncos, but I can definitely look at that.
You know what I mean? Like, I think that would be an interesting one because, and really telling one, like if the Cowboys defense is giving up on average 4 touchdowns a game and the Broncos defense is giving up 2,
Right.
that's a pretty big gap.
Yeah. And of course, Daddy's got that stat somewhere. I don't have my pencil, but I will write that down.
I'll go get a pencil.
Well, I can just write it up, make a note here.
Need a pencil anyway.
Well, Adam's going to head out there real quick before we get to our next, or is the next one? Oh, yeah. Now we're going to look at our, well, Adam wanted to look at this, but he's gone. We're going to look at our piss.
Jesus.
Our piss.
Wow.
board. Hang on.
No wonder the defense is ranked for, what is it, 50 point or 51 point, whatever?
No, this is Broncos. Oh, no.
No, that's Cowboys.
That's Cowboys. Woo. Okay, whoops.
That's definitely the Cowboys.
So we do 11 and nickel, right?
Yeah, do nickel.
Okay, so this is the Dallas Cowboys defense. Adam wanted to get Adam likes to get a good look at the boys' piss.
Let me
to
just
see
tell you, it's not good.
I mean, I don't see anything good there.
No, and even Fowler, who's
Fowler
there.
Jr. at 75. It's formidable, but not great.
Yeah,
No,
he hasn't shown me enough on the field to be like, oh, okay, that's okay. This is bad.
So when I look at these, if I agree with the number makes sense. If I don't agree, like with
You're like,
Fowler
ugh.
Jr., I'm like, he's probably doing what he's required to do, but he's not showing up in games where we're noticing him. So sure, Fowler Jr. has the highest rank for the Dallas Cowboys defense at 75. He's the only one drinking water. Everyone else is refusing to drink water. They're just sticking to their Bud Lights or whatever they're drinking.
Sam Williams literally ranked the last of last.
Very
Not-
disappointing.
He needs to have a good second half of his season, or I don't think he's getting re-signed.
He's not getting re-signed.
No,
not a chance, unless
no.
it's like for fucking peanuts.
No, not with Ezra D Easy.
There you go.
Thank you. He's been having, just like Shamar James over the last 2 games, quietly really improving his games, at least in terms of his fantasy point production. And that's a good tell, though, to be like, okay, if you're putting more fantasy points on the board, you're committing more plays that are maybe it's just the one play a game, but you're getting on people's radars, and that's going to help you win a position over a Sam Williams. Because when the Cowboys come down to it, that's what they're looking at, is like, which one of these young studs, and I'll throw James Houston in the mix too, who's going to be the guy that we sign? Because we're not signing all of these guys.
Yeah, Sam Williams is going to be going to Washington.
Yeah.
That's my takeaway from these guys.
Man, yeah.
Anything else you wanted to?
No. I was just like, it hurts to see. It hurts to see. Someone get these guys some water.
When
Would you say
you're
Jalen
the 32nd ranked PFF team,
You're expecting this.
you're expecting a lot of yellow,
and I feel like
red,
Bland is there because of his pick 6. I wonder what it would have been like before. Not that we have to look into.
Well, they
it, but-
don't really. PFF doesn't really grade it on interceptions. Remember the year Diggs had however many.
Oh,
and He was
right.
always ranked pretty bad.
That's what I mean. Like, we're taking our own fan perspective, but this is just helpful for us to, like I said, we're piss watchers, and we're watching the piss.
Which we would have all. I mean, I don't think we would have been, if we went through the list, ranked these guys much better than. What
I thought Osa would have maybe been a bit better than that.
Think
but
of one play. Osa's
I know,
done.
yeah,
Can you think of one play?
No, you're right.
So
well,
Yeah.
both him and Kenny Clark sitting right kind of in that middle of the pack for the DIs.
let's just be happy that they're close to 60.
Oh, if I was doing this, Bland would be a 90 after a pick 6.
Yeah,
Last game, fucking 90.
95.
Okay, let's look at the offense here for.
You guys look. I gotta.
Okay. Again,
go gingerly.
O-line is always hard to judge, but I will just mention this. They have 2 players on their offensive line in Bolañez, and Miners. Bolas and Miners, who are both top 5 ranked in their position. That's a tackle for Bolas, and Miners is the right guard.
It's crazy that
They're
at
both
75.7 that puts you at 5th, which is crazy to think.
Yeah, well, this is what I was getting to, though, is just saying I don't trust these I don't understand how the offensive line rankings work because they're not consistent with when you look at stats, maybe they are playing their position much better. But then you can look at an O-line that is better ranked than the Dallas Cowboys, for example, and their stats are worse. Their quarterback stats are worse.
Sure.
So is it Dak? Is it the O-line? 6'7"?
Yeah, 6'7", baby.
Just being lame. Nix, he's someone who we're going to have to worry about. Dobbins is having a fairly good season. He's kind of just a mid-tier dude, but if you give him a chance, he's going to make something out of it. So look for a couple big plays against the Cowboys.
Yeah. I was gonna say he's with this type of defense, he's probably gonna look like Rico Dowdle did, unfortunately.
And Palczewski, the left guard, he is a backup. I do know that.
Okay.
Number 63. His first start was last week at left guard, so this will be his second start.
Well,
Sound like he did all right against the Giants.
Yeah, and if he's on the Dallas Cowboys offensive line, we might be taking him with a 59 rank.
I'm jamming fucking between Paletsky and Wattenberger. I'm fucking shooting James right through that fucking gap right there all
left
day.
guard and C. Oh,
Yeah,
so that would be the A gap.
Yeah, I'm fucking taking him right through the fucking A gap there, bro.
On their wide receiver, I don't know, is Troy Franklin Jr.?
Yep, that's the
Oregon Duck guy.
Yeah, liked him. We'll see. But I don't think he's done terribly much this year, but he's a rookie, so who knows? They could break out at any time. I'm actually worried about the slot guy Mims because he's been kind of quiet all season. But
ex-Lion, right? Mims was a Lion, wasn't he? A Detroit Lion before?
No, Mims Jr. I think was always
he's always been a Bronco.
Always been
he?
a Bronco. I think he's maybe in his second year or so. But he was a guy who was, on the radar of interesting wide receivers. And with Bo Nix, this is what I'm always worried about. You get a nice young quarterback in there with one of these younger wide receivers, and they connect. And then now Bo Nix suddenly has a new best friend in Mims Jr. And we could see that happen.
Was Franklin and Nix at Oregon together? Because Nix was a Duck, and so was Franklin. So
they would have been.
So I don't know if they haven't yet.
Good call.
Thank you. I don't know if they have yet to see the connection. I feel like I picked up.
He played in Auburn. Nix.
Oh, Troy. We were thinking of Tez Johnson, maybe. Or Nix?
Bo Nix played.
Sorry, I guess he started in Auburn. My bad.
And
started in Auburn.
Troy Franklin also played in.
Right. So his
2022,
23 was
okay, and then go Franklin. Just take a look at Franklin. Right now, we're just we're doing some. We're just getting into our season of being very solid. Don't need to look at a lot of stats.
We're still doing it. Yeah. So their last 2 seasons they played together in Oregon.
So
Crack
we got him. Yeah.
So they were both from Auburn?
I guess,
I'm joking.
I guess I would say this.
Nix is a bitch.
That 33 points that the Broncos put on the Giants last week.
Doesn't
I was
scare me.
looking. I'm going to twist the board on you there, and I'm a little nervous because Broncos, I was worried about their defense being very good or being their best side of the football. I just wonder that we're going to be hitting the Broncos at a time where everyone's jacked up and jacked off, and we're gonna get a best version of the Broncos.
Oh, definitely.
And you know what? I'm okay with that.
And completely agree.
And you're playing in Denver.
Fuck Denver.
You have to worry about the altitude as well, so that can affect some of the guys.
Never have.
You've never played in there?
No, never been. When I'm on hikes, never worried about the altitude.
You're not an altitude boy?
Oh, fuck. I can't laugh. Okay. Their defense does. I mean, you're already looking. They already have. I'm only seeing out of the 4, they have 2 more green guys than the Dallas Cowboys. Okay. All right. Easy there, Denver Broncos, with all your hydrated players.
Yeah. Well, and it looks better than the Cowboys, but if we were to really look at this, they've got a pretty good, strong left side of the football, or left side of the football here. Patrick Surtain, we know, is a certain issue.
Certainly
Delicious.
I mean, this guy forgot a letter in his name, Stranad.
Stronads.
Yeah.
I'm telling you right now, GP3 versus Riley Moss all day, all long. Fucking turn him into look at that. Look at number 4. I don't even care. I don't even give a shit about the Denver Broncos defense. Look at this Dak Prescott. Dakota Rain Prescott looking hydrated as a motherfucker. 2nd out of 37 in quarterbacks. And then all our wide receivers.
Yeah.
Nicely green with Pickens trying to morph into that blue. And then Javonte Williams with that crispy 76.7.
With on the verge of being a dehydrated line where Terrence fucking Steele is looking like he's the one that's drinking the most
Revitalized.
Most water right now,
Yeah,
right?
he's the veteran on the squad.
Yeah.
That's what a good quarterback will do for you.
I'll tell you this. The depth, or what is it, 4 yards per average or 5 yards per average for Ferguson last game, for whatever it was, that's the kind of expectation for him, because we're either throwing 20 yards to Pickens or Lamb, or we're throwing 5 yards to Ferguson. And I love that. What that shows you is like option 1 and 2 are first downs. And if they're not there, then we know
Check down.
for sure Ferguson's right there.
Yeah, if your two guys, your first two reads are covered, well, Fergie should be open in the middle.
Yep.
And then even looking at this, and you see the offensive line, and people might be like, well, Javonte Williams is second in touchdowns and second in rushing yards. But that little blurb in AJ stats, it's because 400 of his 600 yards are after he's already been hit.
Yeah.
So he's pretty much doing the work after.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd like to see, I don't know if we saw it, and again, his average yard of contact, like with the first time he gets hit by somebody. I wonder what that is.
Ooh, that's a good question. Here.
And it doesn't even have to be today. It's just something we could dive into. I'm going to look into that I want to see what it's like compared to like a Jahmyr Gibbs or a Bijan Robinson or even like a Rico Dowdle. That doesn't have to be today. Just something to ponder.
I gave you a hot pink pen there.
No, I like it. Average yards before contact. That's a hot stat, and I know. Oop, we can figure that out. I felt like Barney Rubble there. Okay.
Okay.
So here's the last thing we got to do. Is we got to do our Dallas our Dallas Cowboys, sponsored by Drip, baby.
Okay.
Sponsored by Drip.
I like it.
Well, for sponsors.
Who's that Hills Have Eyes guy in the middle there?
We got to do updated photos. This is the best I could come up with, okay?
Don't make me laugh. Don't make me laugh.
Friend.
You guys look like the scene where the guy's on the back of the truck lit on fire. That's what you guys would be looking like in The Hills Have Eyes when he's crucified on the back of the tow truck.
Yeah.
You guys look like you're looking at him.
Oh, shit.
So each
And
of us,
Jonah Hill's in there?
each of us come up with one crack 'em to victory. And you just go.
I'm good. I already got one. I've kind of thought
Let's
about
do
it
it.
when
Let's
you
do it.
talked about it. And something that we haven't mentioned yet. Guys, this is the Javonte Williams revenge game. This is his return.
You took my thing. Go for it.
Well, tough cookies. You should have led. But
I'm not first on the fucking list.
That's true. But so Javonte, we'll start thinking, instead of listening to me, start thinking of another one.
Get the boy
Javonte
going.
Williams revenge game. And this is his first time back to the Mile High City against his former team who let him go, who didn't want to re-sign him, who decided to just take J.K. Dobbins instead. And it plays into the game nicely. If the Cowboys can get a running game in and control the clock and then kind of have the nice big plays, every game we've seen Javonte Williams have a good success rate with 100 yards and a touchdown, the Cowboys have been into the end and won. The couple games that he didn't, the Bears game, the Carolina game. Carolina, he did diddly poo. Squat, diddly poo. If you want to beat the Denver Broncos, you need Javonte Williams to have at least 85 yards and a tug or not.
Yeah, and if you're going to come in and shit on my bed or not shit on my bed, you better kiss me first.
And there's people say they don't believe in revenge games. It's a thing. These guys,
yes.
human beings, and especially guys at this competitive level, this will give him a different edge. 100%. He's going into this game. As soon as he signed with the Dallas Cowboys, you're telling me he didn't circle this fucking game in his head?
Yep.
So Javonte Williams revenge game.
Anyone who gave up on me and then I'm coming back, like, I'm going to want to make them regret that decision.
100%. You want to slant and not regret it, but like cry. You want them to cry at nighttime.
Oh,
you want somebody to get fired.
I want
for the
you
decision.
to feel like you're stuck with J.K. Dobbins, not that you made out with J.K. Dobbins. So, Adam, do you want to go?
No, you go.
Okay, because we went with rushing offense. So on defense, I'm going to go with this. Cowboys need to. What do we got here? Oh man, I'm put on a little bit of a spot because I was thinking of offense, but I'm going to say Dallas Cowboys need to get in there muck up Bo Nix. They need to get some more pressures on the QB.
It's one of our
Pressure the
strongest.
QB.
It's one of our strongest positions right now.
Pressure the QB. Force the, like, I don't know, throwaways, or force him to, like,
Bad decisions.
yeah.
Like they did to Jaden Daniels. They brought the heat, and Jaden Daniels had guys open, and he was missing the target.
And then lock down. So I want him to, I got it here. Pressure the QB, force him to make bad decisions, and then lock down the second half of the game. Okay?
Don't have that 9-point
Yeah.
fourth quarter.
And that's going to come with controlling the passing game, not letting them get those big, huge plays that on 3rd and 10,
Don't let
3rd
them
and
just-
15.
Don't let them score 4 touchdowns
No,
in the fourth quarter. You don't even let them score 4 touchdowns in the second half.
exactly.
Let alone the fourth quarter. And Bo Nix has sneaky speed, man. He has some wheels.
Yep. And I don't like him. Don't like his name. Don't like his first name. Don't like his last name.
I hate him. Okay, so you, Anthony went run offense. Alex went defense for pass rushing. I'm going to go with Dak Prescott.
Okay.
Dallas Cowboys 3 Crackems to victory. The third one is going to be Dakota Prescott needs to continue on this MVP campaign tear. The last time we saw Dak Prescott play out of his mind like this, he hasn't been close. This has probably been one of the finest seasons we've seen him start off of. So Dak Prescott needs to continue his MVP tear here. I feel very confident that if Dak is placing the ball with his throws the way he has been to GP3, getting CeeDee Lamb involved, making the right decisions to throw to the tight end when we need to, Dak's going to spread that ball across that field, across that beautiful Mile High Stadium. Is it Mile High Stadium in the Broncos? Mile High Stadium. He's gonna spread that ball all across that altitude sickness field, and he's gonna show them why this year Dakota Rain Prescott is gonna prove all those effing doubters wrong. It is his MVP year. This is his MVP era. Dak Prescott is going to be the number one key to the victory for this game coming in.
Well, and you know what he's done in the last 4 games?
Tell me.
He's thrown 0 interceptions. He hasn't given up 1 fumble.
I was gonna bring that up, and I wasn't 100% sure on the stats, so
That's why I got you, Boo.
Thank you.
He in his last 4 games, he has 13 touchdowns and 0 interceptions.
Yeah.
That's a fucking terror.
Well,
right
that's
now.
that was that in the last 4 games, because we knew we got those 13 touchdowns, but I think more importantly, I just didn't see enough people talking about that. We had 0 giveaways, baby.
Oh man, I'm just
No fumbles, no interceptions.
I think the last interception Dak threw was 2 in Chicago.
Okay, so Mike Fitzgerald in the chat says, "Oh my God, MVP," and he hasn't defeated a single team with a winning record.
That's not true. That might be true.
It might be true. You were thinking, wait a second,
I was thinking-
the Commanders were 3-3.
Yeah. They're 3 and 4 now.
Conversations living room with
Well-
RJ. RJ says Dak is not an MVP. That's
So give me. I just want to know, what does he have to do to be an MVP?
Wait a
Because
minute, wait a
he's damned if he does, and he's damned if he doesn't.
Yeah, first of all, it's not about
Who he's playing?
Sure, winning a game as in can he get down there in the 2 minutes to go down and put the team in a position to win either by touchdown or field goal. Dak's not ran into that position. Dak has ran the offense to a point with a 32nd ranked defense and put up like against Green Bay, for example. We ended up with a tie. We should have won that football game. We should have beat the fucking Carolina Panthers too. But we ended
at
up
his O-line.
letting
Look at
we
the
ended
O-line
up
he's
letting
been dealing with.
33 points
At
on
this
him.
point, anybody that says he's not playing at an MVP level, you just can't. Listen, you just can't
I'm
argue
just
it.
saying, like,
win playoff games is what R2J2 saying.
What the MVP record has nothing to do with the fucking.
I know.
Playoff wins have 0 to do with the MVP record.
I know.
Also, we're not even close to the playoffs.
Playoffs.
So you can't really include. What
In
if
playoff
Dak
games.
goes? What if Dak goes 3-0 in the playoffs?
Did you just get exercise there?
I was so angry. I was so
Did
angry.
Clayton take over you for a second?
Clayton's
He's coming
in.
Sunday. He's coming Sunday,
man.
baby.
We have to dress up
Anyway,
too, Ad.
RJ,
Halloween
conversations.
game.
Conversations living room with RJ. You fucking you put that comment in your pocket, and we're gonna talk at the end of the season.
But win playoff games is just the worst argument to that. It has nothing to do with playoff wins. The MVP vote is a regular season award.
Yeah, if we're gonna argue about, and also, I would like to see more players be involved than just quarterbacks.
I
but
know.
that's another question. That's another.
Look, I will say
argument.
this: Saquon Barkley should have probably got MVP last season.
Not this season.
Not this season. Last season.
Put Jalen Hurts on the Dallas Cowboys and let's see if they're fucking 3-3-1. I'm gonna say no.
Hey, fair.
I'm gonna
very
say
fair.
no, they're not. I'm gonna say they're probably 1-5
Yeah. Tush push and
or 1-6.
This is a funny
1-7.
key way a
1-6?
key way to win from YVL Sosa says key way to win is to keep our secondary in man, bench Sam Williams and bench Tolbert and start Flanoy.
Hey, I fucking love
Doggy.
it. Literally loved every single point there.
Yeah.
I
Wow.
do. I really like that.
That's a really great comment because Flanoy had the 2 games where he was noticeable, and then they just take him off the field because
At this point though, like Lamb, I almost said we got Batman and Superman. So GP3
No, Batman and Batman.
Batman and Batman. We got Batman and alternate Batman or Spider-Man and Spider-Verse Batman.
AJ Brown's Batman.
Miles Morales.
AJ Brown's nickname's Batman.
Miles
Shut the
Morales.
fuck up.
So we got Lamb, GP3, and then our wide receiver 3 is obviously
AJ Brown is Squirrel Girl.
is Fergie, right? So at this point, Ferguson is our wide receiver 3. So you have Turpin.
He's our
and
option
then,
3.
yeah, but I'm just saying.
I know, but he's not a wide receiver. So
He's
no,
a
he's
tight
not.
end. He's our option 3.
He's your third option.
Third. Come on, get your fucking. If you don't get your lingo correct,
Well,
you're gonna get roasted.
all I was getting.
You're
point-
gonna get roasted.
We don't have a
man.
wide receiver 3. We have a wide receiver 4, or option 4, as Anth likes to say.
Yeah.
So Flanoy should take
You could
that.
say receiver.
You could say receiver, someone who catches the ball.
Just don't
You
say
know?
wide receiver because Fergie's not a wide receiver.
He's not wrong.
He's been utilized as our option 3.
There you go.
Where does if we're saying options, where does Javonte Williams fit in that?
I'd say he's
Option 1?
He's actually option 3. If I'm not throwing to CD or throwing to GP, I hope we're running it.
Yeah.
Option 1, throw to Batman or Batman. Option 2, run the ball. Option 3, throw to
Fergie.
Batman or Batman. Option
Okay.
4, throw to Fergie.
Yeah, there you go. I'll take that.
Option 5, Dak take off with it.
Yeah,
Just
Dak just go.
bro.
Jumps, hurdle somebody.
Oh, I mean, I'm not going to go into some of these chat comments here.
No. Well, you can hit them up quickly because we're coming up on our top 10 stories here.
Yeah, give us some comments.
Okay, so R2J2 says it's not to just win in the playoffs, but it's leading your team to win in the playoffs.
That's still not anything to do with the MVP award, though.
And then Faf About, who's an Eagles fan, I believe, says, yeah, it's just it's such a scam. The MVP is just a popularity contest. Dak and Daniel should be up top right now, and Barkley should have won it last year. Which
I don't disagree with the Barkley should have winning it last year either.
Here's the thing. I understand why a quarterback touches the ball so much that obviously if they're performing well, they definitely need to be the MVP. But there are times, like last year's a great example, where a player is playing so above the average of their position that you need to say, okay, that's just such a phenomenal play that if we took this player's ability that he's playing on in this team and put it on any other team, how much more of an effect would it have? Even with this elite, because quarterbacks, let's be honest, there's an elite level group that all kind of sit together. Once in a while, Lamar Jackson, for example, is a good example. You get a guy who can stand out, who has a really strong above average passing game, and then has these additional skills like the run game, which you get 700 yards and 3,500 yards passing. I mean, come on. It's probably MVP.
And it's like 39 touchdown passes or whatever the fuck it is.
Exactly.
It's pretty crazy.
It's pretty nuts. But yeah, I'm a little, I wish that they pulled back a little bit on the QB and even just threw a name in there once in a while that was from another position.
They've kind of, it should be the best quarterback in the league award, and then the offensive player of the year is what, like that was Saquon last year was the offensive player of the year.
Very true.
Dan in Kansas, who has a Broncos emblem for his avatar, says,
I wonder if he's a Broncos fan.
Yeah, he might be. If your team misses the playoffs, you are not an MVP. So
okay, but it's week fucking 8.
No, I think he's just
I don't disagree.
Yeah, it would be very hard to be the MVP if your team.
You look at Joe Burrow last year. Joe Burrow had the best quarterback season last year. He didn't get the MVP vote because his team didn't make the postseason.
So then the other comment,
I don't disagree with that.
The other comment that I have.
Well, what if? Sorry, just on that real quick, and we don't need to stick on it. The defense was so terrible. Joe Burrow couldn't do anything.
Yeah.
Similar to what is happening to Dak.
Well,
right
and
now.
that's it. But Dak still has a chance to like. It's through. They're 3-3-1.
Yeah,
There's
so-
a very
yeah.
good chance right now. The Cowboys are, according to ESPN stats, they're 28% chance to make the postseason.
So then Mike Fitzgerald says, I agree, you have to win against top teams to be an MVP discussion.
And
which
this week, Sunday is going to be they're
well,
5-2
we're
team.
gonna see.
We're going
and
to
then
see.
Forever DC says, well, we have a boatload coming up. We have
Hell yeah.
Broncos, Eagles, Detroit Lions,
So it
Kansas
goes-
City Chiefs.
I'll break it down for you. I'm not even looking. It goes Broncos, Cardinals, bye week, Raiders, Eagles, Chiefs, Lions.
Yep.
Yeah.
Those are our next
Yeah.
7 weeks.
Hey, welcome to the NFL. We're
like,
ready.
It's almost like you do a Dallas Cowboys show
And you know
once
what?
a week.
I see the
And we talk about the Cowboys every day.
I see the camaraderie of our boys. They're not as scared of any team.
I can't wait till they beat the 5-2
That
Denver Broncos.
that offense knows that they can beat any can go toe to toe with any defense in this NFL.
They have confidence. Dak Prescott does not look shook-ith this year. So that's what I'm going to leave it at. Dak looks like him this year.
He ain't shook, but
He ain't
guys,
shook. But you got to get that win this weekend.
and we
I
got
don't disagree with that.
and we got the big picture here from our boy Nick Eatman.
Nick Eatman's top 10 weekly stories. Will the Cowboys taste sweet victory? 5 for Cowboys and 5 for their opponents. Every week we find another magic moment. Come on! Cowboys top 10 stories this week. Tell us, eat me out, eat man. Eat me out, eat Tell us, eat me out, eat man. Eat me out, eat man. Anticipation and some rock hard meat. Tell us, eat me out, eat man.
Come on!
Tell us, eat me out, eat man.
All right.
Okay.
Man, I want to watch that series. I want to watch
It's-
that show with Eat Me Out, Eat Me.
It was short lived. It only got a half season before it was before it was
Get
canceled.
this garbage off the air.
Yeah. I don't know what's going on here with the scary photo of Nick Eat Me Out, Eat Man. I feel like I'm on one of those
It's like the ring.
old A24 shows where it's like his picture was removed online. What's happened to him? Oh my
He
God.
obviously doesn't like the song. He doesn't like all the stuff he's getting.
The pub.
Well, we know how we go. We don't actually read anything. We just read the headlines and then we talk about. Well, actually, no. Sorry.
I was
Here
gonna say, I think we do. read
we
it.
do.
We do. We read it verbatim. This is sponsored by and written by Nick Eat Me Out Eatman. So we're starting with the Broncos.
Broncos. Adam, you go. Or
Historic.
Me
I always go first, or I have been going first. Historic finish. The Broncos set an NFL record on Sunday for the most fourth quarter points after being shut out to the previous 3 quarters. Denver found themselves down 19-0 heading into the fourth quarter against Jackson Dart and Cam Scatterbu and the Giants, only to record a historic comeback, rallying to beat the Giants on a last-second field goal, 33-32, scoring all of the points in the fourth. Denver is now 5-2 and have won 8 straight games at home.
And a little point to that, they're playing at home this weekend.
And 2 more little points. They missed. Giants missed 2 extra points in that
Wow.
game, which led to them losing the
Oh.
game.
What a catastrophic,
number-
catastrophic fucking meltdown.
Number 2, I didn't check. I was leading up to that game. I was winning my fantasy.
Oh, really?
And I was like, oh, fucking A. And I'm playing Knicks, and Knicks had like 4 or 5
You're
points.
like, this is done.
I'm like, oh, finally, I needed this victory.
Go, the next time you check,
Wow.
you're like, what the
But-
fuck happened?
But I will take the loss in fantasy.
Oh, for fucking
For
the
a
Giants.
loss for the
Yeah, totally.
Totes.
Totes.
Greenlaw suspended. One of the players the Cowboys tried to sign in free agency was linebacker Dre Greenlaw, who opted for the Broncos, but he's not expected to play after getting a 1-game suspension from the NFL for unsportsmanlike conduct that occurred immediately following the Giants' win. Stemming from an altercation with an official, Greenlaw has appealed the ruling, forcing the NFL to make the decision this week. They have appealed it, and it was not accepted.
So-
So he's suspended.
So what happened? There was a video that was released that said, it showed that Greenlaw ran up to a ref and pushed him.
I just ran up to the ref and yelled at him.
Okay.
He
What a
basically
pussy.
he ran up to the ref at the end of the game and was kind of and just kind of started bitching.
And the ref went and
The ref
told on him?
The ref threw a flag.
You're in trouble, sir.
The ref threw a flag at him.
Yeah.
Probably was kind of intimidated. Greenlaw is a fucking.
I'm
he's scary.
Oh man, Greenlaw is scary.
Dream Law?
Drake
Hey,
Greenlaw.
I'm going to become Dream Law. I'm coming into your dreams. Fuck, get away from me.
No. Is this you or me?
This is me. Denver play calling.
The fucking memory of a goldfish.
Yeah. And me too, because I'm
That's right.
glad Adam.
Got
asked.
lots-
Just think
I
of
got
it.
lots going on
Think
here.
of this. Think of this clockwise.
I thought it went like this.
But I just went.
I know, but I thought it went him and then you. I'm dealing. Hey, guess what? I got a lot of stuff right now.
Do you
okay?
want me to start reading?
Somebody trying to talk to me while I'm working?
Do you want me to start just reading who's next?
Yes.
Okay. Denver play calling. Head coach Sean Payton reiterated again this week that he has had no plans of changing the play calling duties despite the offensive issues. Payton has been the play caller on offense since he became the head coach. However, Payton did say he expected the offense to improve, and the staff will continue to work on things to improve the offensive consistency. The Broncos rank 11th in total offense this year, but 19th in the passing game. So there you have it.
There you
Also,
got
Peyton and Danger Russ had a nice little spat.
Oh, yeah.
right?
Yeah, little kind of talking to each other. And Sean Payton has some history with the Dallas Cowboys. Was an offensive coordinator for the Dallas Cowboys back in the day. So I don't like Sean Payton. I've never liked him.
Yeah, I don't like him either.
Oh, guys, you might like him a little bit since we haven't watched Home Team, the movie about Sean Payton when he was done.
Refuse to.
Oh, you got to watch it. It's funny.
Adam, you are up next.
Okay, thank you. Nick's running. Toss me one, son. He might not be the fastest quarterback in the NFL, but Bo Nix has been a weapon for the Broncos with his legs. In fact, Payton has said the Broncos have even schemed up design runs for Bo Nix, who has 2 rushing touchdowns in the fourth quarter Sunday, giving him 3 this year. He's what? I totally didn't-
Nothing. He's good. He's had 2 touchdowns.
I also fucked up reading that there. So if you're reading along and you're like, is this fucking guy
You
mental?
just keep push through.
I do it all the
You
time.
just push
I
through.
do all the time. He's averaging about 25 rushing yards a game, close to his average last year as a rookie. Again, Nix isn't someone that you have to regularly use as a spy on defense, but he can pick up first downs, whether the play is designed or not.
He's got wheels, man. He's got some wheels. And like they said, he had 2 rushing touchdowns in the fourth quarter. The Dallas Cowboys traditionally have not been very good at stopping running quarterbacks. So there's going to be a point in the game where the Dallas Cowboys are in a big third down. They drop back. They have everybody covered, and this fucking guy is going to take it and run the ball for a first down. I already know it's going to happen.
And guess what? I'm okay. I've accepted that.
It's going to happen.
It's gonna happen.
It's just going to happen. Not since 1992. The NFL didn't even have a salary cap in place. The Cowboys had won just 2 Super Bowls, and Dak Prescott wasn't even born yet. The last time the Cowboys won a game in Denver, 11,000 days ago. Obviously, they don't play often in Mile High, but 33 years is still a long time. The Cowboys beat Denver 31-27 late in the season in 1992 and eventually won their first of 3 Super Bowls in a 4-year span. Since then, the Cowboys lost in Denver in 98, 09, and 2017. Oof. It's also been 30 years since the Cowboys have beaten Denver at all. The last win was at home game in 1995, but there's a note. If the Cowboys do win, the last 4 wins over the Broncos have all resulted in Super Bowl appearances later that season.
Okay, so
So we win, we're in the Super Bowl.
Super Bowl.
Super Bowl. Super Bowl. Super Bowl. Super Bowl.
Okay, this is a fun one.
This
for
is
the-
you, Alex.
This is a
Now
fun
that
one.
we're on to the Cowboys.
Cowboys over 500. The Cowboys have hit the 500 mark on 3 occasions this year, but have yet to get over the hump with a winning record. Shotty's just fucking dreaming about that. A reason for that could also be the fact that the Cowboys have yet to win 2 straight games. But after an impressive 44-22 win over the Commanders Sunday, the Cowboys hit the road in Denver looking to get 4-3-1. To that, they'll have to win at Denver for the first time in 33 years and also end the Broncos' 8-game winning streak.
Yeah, we know that, Nick. You said
Wait.
that in your last 5 points.
Here's the thing. That type of streak against a team like the Broncos, when we've played them 14 times, is much less impressive than a 4-game win streak, say, versus Commanders or Giants.
Yeah.
because we play them so.
But the 8, I
frequently.
think the 8-game winning streak. Oh, is that is against the Cowboys? The 8-game winning streak.
Yes.
Okay, I thought it was 8-game winning home win streak because they also have a 8-game home win streak. But the 8-game winning streak versus the Cowboys makes more sense,
Right.
in what he was saying.
MVP numbers. And by the way,
He win a playoff game.
Win a playoff game, Dak. Crack him if you got him here.
Actually, let me get one too.
Crack him if you got him. Hang on. 1 sec. Crack him if you got him.
Crack him if you got him. And crack him if you got him.
Ant's on antibiotics, so he can't drink.
Not yet. I'm fucking trying to make sure this hand cut doesn't get infected so that I don't have to get on antibiotics.
Just a side note, because I didn't know this was a thing this weekend. The Cowboys, we play the Broncos at 1:25 p.m. PST.
Okay. Wait, 1:25, yeah.
1:25 p.m. PST. One of the morning games is Eagles versus Giants. So do we want to maybe...
I won't be here.
Not the whole thing. I'm talking about the fourth quarter.
Probably not.
No? Okay.
Well, but hey,
Well,
Daddy,
but I'll be here for the fourth quarter of that game anyways.
Yeah.
If I'm here at 12:30, I'll still be
So we'll
here
have
for
it
the
on.
fourth
We'll
quarter.
have it on.
we'll definitely probably catch the end of it for sure, but I can come down earlier and
Come on down, baby.
Hey,
I like it rough.
since we've got that wherever it is, that liquor for
Yeah.
coffee,
Yeah. Sitting up. Oh, it's set up in the fridge.
I can come down early and
Yeah.
just
Hey, anybody wants to?
That's the only way we come over early. You better have
liquor.
that
So
bottle of coffee booze,
yeah, MVP numbers.
which is delicious, by the way.
it is.
It's still way early for MVT. It's still
Most
way,
valuable tool.
it's still way early for MVP talk, but Dak Prescott is definitely putting up those kind of numbers after 7 games. What he doesn't
Oh,
have,
you like that, chat? Huh?
yeah.
We
What
got Nick Eatman on our side.
What he doesn't have so far is a great win-loss record to go with it. That could change as the season goes on, and if the Cowboys do pile up some wins, it's likely Dak's numbers will get even better. But after 7 games, Dak leads the NFL in completions, which is 185, and ranks second in passing yards, 1,881, and touchdown passes, 17.
And he's really turned those touchdown passes on these last few weeks, which is what we want to see. Remember, after week 6, whatever, CD's numbers when he was having that exceptional season, he really turned it on after week 6. So I'm expecting the Cowboys to keep that where you just get hotter and hotter as the season goes on.
I hate to be that guy that stat corrects
Oh,
Nick
fuck.
Eatman.
Here we
Eat
go.
Me Out
Here we
Eatman,
go.
But I was just looking at this today. Dak has 16 touchdown passes. I just pulled it up just to make sure before I called out
Okay.
Eat Me Out, but it's 16. Come
Why
on,
do you
Nick.
keep checking your phone?
Is the leading
Nobody's fucking
17?
calling you.
Pardon?
Is the leader 17?
No, 17. Those are all what he's doing, I think. Dak leads the NFL in completions, 185.
No, and he says, and touchdown.
Oh, yeah, it is.
If the leader 17?
Hey, okay.
Oh, you fucking idiot.
I
Hey,
stat checked. I stat checked Eat Me Out, and AJ knew that Eat Me Out had his back, so AJ had Eat Me Out's back. Okay.
Hello? Anybody home?
I know.
Hey, think McFly, think.
I know Eatman uses Grok for
Oh,
his
totally.
articles, and so and
Yeah,
I'm a
you trust
Grok.
him?
Hey,
I'm a
when
Grok-
you're wrong, you're wrong.
I'm a Grokosaurus.
When you're wrong, you're wrong. And do you guys know who's leading the NFL right now in touchdown passes? One guess.
Daniel Jones.
No.
Stafford.
Yeah. Matthew Stafford.
Matt
I was gonna say
Stafford.
Sanford. Matt Stanford.
Matt
many touchdowns-
Stanford.
How many does he have?
17. We just saw it.
No, Stafford.
17. The 17 was the amount that's leading the NFL.
Oh, I thought that was how many Dak had.
Oh my God.
I
We're
wasn't-
we're
I actually
just
wasn't-
erasing.
wasn't
We're
really
erasing this
listening.
last 30 seconds of conversation.
Hey, no,
Javon?
you can't do it. Hey,
Javante returns.
It's actually my turn. Javante returns. I don't even want to talk about.
Take it.
Oh, I got muted. That was Javante Williams' playful line following the Cowboys' win over Washington Sunday, which wasn't too early to field questions about the upcoming return to Denver, where he played for the first 4 years of his career. Williams said that with a smile, knowing the storylines that are surrounding this game. Williams isn't just back in Denver, but he's the NFL's second leading rusher at 592 yards with 7 total touchdowns. Denver has been solid in the running game behind J.K. Dobbins, who is 7th in the NFL with 523 rushing yards.
Yeah,
Seven's not as good as 2, though.
so we do know that next week's cinematic recap is going to be about Javante
Oh,
going
totes.
back. I think this week's cinematic recap, it hasn't
What do
dropped
we-
yet.
yeah,
is-
what do- let's
is-
guess.
It's going to be Lamb's return.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
The return. Sounds of the Sideline was GP3, and then we're going to get the cinematic.
Yeah. The
Right.
injury, it's going to show him getting
yeah.
injured in
Yeah.
Chicago, rehabbing probably.
And I will say the cinematic ones are fucking.
They're really good. The
I'm-
last one was really good.
I've rewatched them multiple times.
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
well done.
anyways. AJ, you're up.
Okay.
You're just putting in there to remind yourself to watch them?
No, I just wanted to be like, why don't we have a CD Lamb sound effect that's
like a
that's like this?
What play for Ath?
Oh, hang on. The heck?
Yeah, you.
Like, he probably doesn't like that. You know what I mean?
You need to have it needs you gotta verge what it's gotta be a CD skipping and then a lamb.
Yeah.
You could even do lamb chops, sing along. Are you up?
I am up right now. Okay, defensive turn. The Cowboys are still last in the NFL in total defense, yielding 401.2 yards per game and rank 30th against the run. Blech! An area that was supposed to be fixed with the addition of Kenny Clark in the Parsons trade. Well,
Not so far.
Not so well so far, but hey. But after 7 games, the defense is still struggling. However, Sunday's win over Washington was a step in the right direction. Not only did the Cowboys get plenty of stops, but 4 sacks and 2 turnovers, including a Deron Bland interception for a score, a.k.a. a pick six, his 6th pick six of his career. It wasn't perfect, but considering the Cowboys' offensive prowess, just slight improvements on defense could help this team stack a few wins.
Which we said, get to the 25th ranked defense?
Get to 25th in your average stats, and I think historically that's the floor, for a defense to be when you have an offense like the Cowboys have to be a true Super Bowl contender.
You can't be bottom 3.
Cannot be bottom.
Can't even be bottom 7.
You just can't come back from that. Yeah.
Dynamic duo.
Oh, is this going to be about
the Batmans?
Williams and Blue?
Yeah, totally. Maffa and Blue.
Maffa.
Is there a better 1-2 receiving duo in the NFL? Anybody who's not a Cowboys fan will say their receivers are, but no, there isn't. It's hard to think another team has a pair of weapons like Cedarius Lamb and George Pickens. The combo has only played 3 full games together this year, and in those games, the Cowboys are averaging 34.6 points per game. Lamb has gone over 100 had gone over 100 yards in each of those games, and Pickens saw a slight decrease in his production last week when Lamb returned to the lineup. But he still ranks 4th in the NFL with 607 yards and tied for 2nd in touchdown catches with 6. And because of that, and the NFL's 2nd leading rusher in Williams, and because of that, and the NFL's 2nd leading rusher in Williams.
And because of that, and the NFL's 2nd leading rusher in Williams.
It opens up the room for tight end Jacarius Ferguson.
Jacarius? I love it.
I like it too. Jacarius.
Who leads all tight ends in catches, 51 in TD receptions, which is 6. But yet he's ranked fucking 14th or 24th or whatever, 44th for tight ends. Who gives a fuck, PFF? Fuck you.
Really? He's that low.
He was he was yellow. He was like 63 or something like that. I saw.
Look, the Cowboys have
24th.
The Cowboys have 5 points to their offense. Obviously led by Dak Prescott, followed then by CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens, the twins. And then we have Javonte Williams holding his own. And then the guy who is there when you need him, shown by his catches and his touchdown receptions, in Jake Ferguson. All of these dudes, let's go back to the beginning of the season real quick. George Pickens is already at 607 yards. More than likely going to clear 1,000 yards, which is what we said we wanted him to do. That's already exceptional. CeeDee Lamb missed a couple games. I think he would be at over 300 yards now.
He's already over 300.
Exactly. Going to be at 1,000 yards by the end of the season. Javonte Williams, obviously on his way to 1,000 yards.
Should you call him Judge Wante?
Judge Wante?
Judge Wante.
Judkins Williams. And then Jake Ferguson, he might end up with actually not too many yards, but he's going to have a shit ton of catches. And if his touchdowns continue, he's going to have 15 to 16 touchdowns.
Which is huge.
All of those players are outperforming, if I remember correctly, what we kind of said we wanted them to produce at the beginning of this year. So that's great. It's just the defense holding it together.
We had such little expectation from Javonte Williams. We didn't even do...
No.
We did Blue. We did Jade on Blue. We didn't even talk about Javonte Williams.
That's true.
I honestly just went back and I was rewatching an episode trying to find something. And we didn't even talk about Javonte Williams. So let's just say we're pleasantly surprised.
Forever DC says that that's almost as good as Vagiants.
Yeah, the Vagiants.
I will just say
Aquarius.
my final thing. If this continues with what we're seeing with Williams, I think next year going into our draft, I'm going to really start ranking running backs much lower. Just because if we can pull a guy who's a fourth-year dude from free agency, and let's trust that the Cowboys know how to do that.
And they shored their bet. They took two guys. They took Javonte Williams, who's a little bit younger, and then they took Miles Sanders, who's a little bit older, but he's a vet. And they kind of said, hey, one of these guys has to pan out. We see something in both of them. Let's bring them on in.
And the
Cheap.
yeah. And the guy who basically did nothing leading up to game one, the only running back that we didn't talk about or really see.
Wasn't in any of the camp stuff. We're always like, oh, okay, yeah, he's going to be number one, but like,
Yeah, we're not excited. I hate. Yeah,
Now we're
idiots.
oh man,
We're throwing a fucking
you're
parade
dumb.
for him.
You're dumb.
Yeah, I'm more than happy to be wrong.
I'm 100% happy to be wrong.
Would you rather be right and be bitching about how shitty our running game is? No.
No.
I'd rather be wrong and be stoked.
At the same time, none of us were anti-Williams at all.
We had just nothing. We just all you can look at is we're like, oh, he had a couple good seasons in Denver, and then he kind of petered out.
I think,
and then we didn't get to see anything from him at training camp and preseason.
It was before us starting to do our extensive draft coverage, so we didn't look at any type of tape from college or anything like that on him either. It was literally one of those things. We didn't look at anything from Javonte Williams because his NFL career said, hey, this guy's been injury prone, and
I think
we weren't the only people.
We were reeling from the Dowdle trade because we wanted him, and then when Williams came on, we were like, it feels like a sideways move. Feels like you let a guy go and then sign another guy. Like, we just if you at the time, and it still might have ended up being the same result. I'd still want to keep Dowdle just because he was a Cowboy, and it's like, yeah, we raised you. I don't want to let you go to another team and become the guy that you are. And, he had that exceptional games against the Cowboys. But
totally.
And Eric Edholm.
Kim and you.
Quit coming into my store and shitting on the floor, Eric Edholm.
But I like to.
Kim and you. Welcome to the Power Rankings. So this week, Anth, did anybody ruin it for you?
No, I did. I don't know.
That was a funny clip, by the way.
I do not know.
Okay.
But they were 22 last week.
Oh, and he said, the Cowboys are ranked 22.
Oh, my God. Idiot.
Okay. Well, here we go.
Moron.
Read the title, and then we...
So the NFL Power Rankings Week 8, Lions reclaim top spot while Colts vault up to number 2 with the Chiefs lurking and kirking.
Crazy.
So it means it's probably Lions 1, Colts 2, and then Chiefs 3.
3? That'd be my guess.
Eagles 4.
So Cowboys were 22 last week.
Yeah.
Where do we got them this week, guys? Anyone?
19.
I said it
You
first.
said it
Ant
first.
got it first.
19.
Ant got 19.
You little butt slut.
I'll let you go next, Dad. Or I will go.
20.
Adam's 20. I'm going to go 18 just to fucking curveball it because 21 is
Just to fuck me.
Yeah.
Just to sandwich me in there.
a sandwich.
I'm going to say it this way. And I'm going to hedge mine a little bit more.
No, you can't.
Cuckholm's going to say
How
something.
can you hedge it?
Cuckholm, and in mine, because I'm picking 20, and he's going to say something about the Commanders were down 3 of their main receivers.
Of course he is.
So that's why I think he's only going to put them up 2 spots.
It's going to be like a backhanded.
backhanded compliment.
But because of this.
So basically, Ant sits down in the B seat on the airplane, and then you scooch by to A, and then I scooch up.
Hey, is anyone in there?
I scooch up to C.
Oh, that's me window. That's me window.
Yeah, and we're talking the whole time over him.
So you
For
put
the
me in
whole
the. So am I? If we're looking at this, am I the middle seat?
No.
You're
I know.
middle
Okay,
seat.
good.
Your window seat.
I'm window seat.
That was just the order that I wrote it down.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
Come on now.
I hate the window though. I'd rather be.
No.
If it's all 3 of us, I don't mind being the window. But if it's me and randos, I want to be the aisle.
Well, no shit. You got to be. There's nothing worse than having to ask rando people to get up to go piss.
Yeah. So the
Can't
Detroit
stand it.
Lions
Just
went up
piss on
1
them
spot, and they are now claiming the number 1 ranked spot on Cuckholm's list here.
Smacked out the Buccaneers and Jahmyr Gibbs that looked like an absolute maniac.
Oh, psycho.
Okay, so 6-1. The Indianapolis
6 and 7.
6 and 7. The Indianapolis Colts are
We're
still
okay.
Look. They're 6-1, and they're still yet behind the Detroit Lions. But it's nice to
6
see.
spots though.
It's nice to see that they're actually. Someone probably said, are you fucking stupid at home?
Yeah.
Like, why are the Colts nowhere near the top here? You
Yeah,
fucking
they had
idiot.
to be because they were at 8 last week. That's at 5-1. That's crazy.
I think maybe he was waiting for a moment to happen, and this was the game, but it boosted him 6 spots. That's one of the highest boosts.
Especially within the top 10.
Jonathan
And
Jonathan
this late
Taylor
in
is
the
playing out
season.
of his mind right now.
I think he had 3 touchdowns, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes you can see these moves earlier in the season, but to come in moving into week 8 to move up 6 spots.
Okay,
who
look at
does?
that. Jonathan Taylor, 10 rushing touchdowns. He has 10 rushing touchdowns in
Pretty
7
good.
weeks.
That's
insane.
insane.
Good average.
Kansas City Chiefs 4
Also,
and 3.
also up 6 spots.
They're a 4-3
Yeah.
team, and he's tossing them up 6 spots.
And they
Fuck
beat,
you,
like,
you fucking bitch. You
they-
beat the
They
Raiders.
beat the Raiders. I mean, it is a divisional matchup. They're in the
What?
same division.
Up 6 spots?
Yeah, I don't know.
Up 6 spots.
I don't think
Give me a
Either the
fucking
power
break. At
rankings-
4 and 3.
Either the power rankings are just what he thinks, or they're taking into consideration like the divisional matchup. Oh, so that means more because they beat him. I don't understand this up 6 spots with the Chiefs.
No, me either. 4 and 3. Yeah,
It doesn't
make
it-
sense.
Maybe move up 1 or just keep him at whatever 9.
They would give him the 8th. Give him 7th.
Give him-
You can give
yeah.
him 7th.
Sure.
7.
3rd.
Third's aggressive.
Especially when we look at the Seahawks, who I think are the true 3rd ranked team. How
And-
could they
and the
drop
Se-
down?
And they just won. The Seahawks just won. On Monday Night Football, they smacked out the Texans and they went down a spot. How the
Well, it's the Texans.
and they're 5 and 2. They have a better record than the Chiefs right now. That makes 0 sense.
This is
Number
it.
2. But, okay, so right here. But I wasn't impressed with how they played with a lead. You're not going to win too many more games this season, turning the ball over 4 times and committing 12 penalties. Okay, so 4 times, 4 turnovers and
Still
12
won.
penalties.
and they still win.
They
What
still
about
won.
this? The Seahawks gave Seattle something to smile about after the Mariners lost Game 7. Doesn't say who 2-2, but it was the Toronto Blue Jays.
The Jays.
Bitches!
Canada's own.
Canada's own. Green Bay Packers, no movement.
I'll stay.
I'll stay.
Staying at 5th. Philadelphia Eagles, no movement, staying at 6th.
I'll stay.
I think that's fair.
Yep.
Okay.
Los Angeles Rams,
no
I'll stay.
movement, staying at 7th.
I don't think the Chiefs should have jumped any of these teams.
I agree.
I fully agree with you.
I don't think they are.
If
ahead of
anything,
any
all
of
these
those
teams should have went up a spot, and then the Chiefs could have slotted right behind them.
Exactly.
Everyone moves up 1. Yeah.
And then the Chiefs exactly.
And then whoever drops, who we're
Chiefs
going
would
to
have
see
been
here.
Chiefs would have been at 8. Buccaneers would have been at 9.
I don't know if I agree with Bucks at 8 either.
Yeah, they're 5 and 2. Dude, we literally just saw fucking 6 teams or 5 teams that all had better record than the Chiefs. How's the Chiefs ahead of all of them?
Well,
You're
who
telling
did-
me the Chiefs have their wins have been more impressive than all these 5 and 2 teams?
Who did Bucks lose to?
The Lions.
The Lions.
The fucking
Number one
the
team.
number one
Number
team.
Yeah, exactly.
How did
And
they-
What was the score?
And you
How
dropped
did
7 spots.
That's what I mean.
You're 5 and 2, and you dropped 7
I'm
spots.
telling you, this Edholm here, Cuckholm,
Cockholm.
doesn't like Tampa Bay. I've seen it.
Okay.
Doesn't he's forced into liking the Colts right now. As soon as the Colts have a loss,
He's dropping
watch
them.
they're
10.
gonna fucking
Out of the top 10.
yeah, watch. I'm telling you, man, I'm onto this guy.
And he's just waiting to move.
He's lurking.
KC up.
Look at his picture. He's sitting in the dark lurking at all times, that guy.
Oh, right here. So all of that explains the notable drop here. As I've said all along, these Bucks will be judged by what they do in December and January.
Then how did you drop them 7 spots?
Why are you ranking them
Then
now?
rank them 32nd until December and January.
But how if he's worried about what they do in December and January, why did he drop them 7 spots in October when they're 5 and
Right,
2?
if it doesn't matter.
You make no sense.
Hey,
This guy's a paid writer.
At home, trust us, we may not be professional private investigators, but we're amateur private investigators.
and we're on to you.
R2J2
Sorry.
wants to point in here, and he's obviously we've already agreed with him. Eagles beat Kansas City, so they shouldn't be above the Eagles. So they have a lower
100%.
score. They have a lower score than the Eagles, and the Eagles beat them.
I don't
You
think
can't-
I don't think this Chiefs should be above any of the 5 and 2 teams. I don't even
Agreed.
think they should not be above any. They should have been in 8th.
They could maybe be above Buffalo here, and Buffalo Bills are ranked 9, and they dropped 5 spots, 4 and 2.
Yeah. But still, the
Oh.
5 and 2 teams. not
Okay,
having it.
okay, Cuckholm here. This is admittedly an overcorrection after ranking the Bills way too high last week. Okay, keep
Yeah,
moving.
okay, good.
Thanks for telling us you're an idiot.
Denver Broncos.
Another 5 and 2 team.
Barely break it. They just finally broke into the top 10.
Top 10 moved up 1 rank.
And what?
How
sorry,
many fucking 5-2 teams are there in the NFL right now?
A lot.
Is every team 5-2?
So many 5-2 and 4
insane.
and 2 or 4 and 3 teams. New England Patriots moving up 5 spots to 11, and it's been a long time since we've seen a New England Patriots team
With success?
be successful or feel like they were a good an average team.
Yeah.
They've been a bottom barrel team since Tom Brady left.
Yep. They got their quarterback, man, Drake Mays, their QB.
San Francisco
Weird.
49ers
Another 5-2 team.
5-2, up 3 to number 12.
That's crazy.
Then we got the Pittsburgh Steelers 4-2, dropping 3 spots down to 13.
In the Unk Bowl with Aaron Rodgers versus Joe Flacco.
What a game.
Yeah, that was crazy. That
Great
was a good
game. 2 Unks just coming to play.
And battling. They both were throwing bombs, man, throwing darts.
And maybe them dropping 3 spots from losing to a team with a backup quarterback, you could kind of believe it a little bit.
I mean, now that I look at all the 5-2 teams, 4-2 team, you got to get them almost out of there.
Yeah.
Because every team ahead of them is almost 5-2, except the Chiefs.
Okay. There is
No, and there was another 4 and there was another
Bills.
4. Yeah.
and I just want to what I love about this is you call them uncle?
The Unks.
The Unks?
Everyone called it the Unk Bowl.
Okay, well this is what an Asian uncle is. And this is kind of my spirit animal. So in Asia, they call them uncles, and it'll be men who are like, in our age, 30 plus, who just don't give a shit anymore, and they flip their shirt up when it's hot and just let the belly and back hang out like this.
Let the good times roll.
Yeah. And that's that's the kind of guy I want to be. I want to be to the point where I don't care and I just flip the belly out when I'm hot.
Love it.
But that's Unk Bowl, and that's Asian Uncle. Chicago Bears ranked 14th, up 4.
Okay. They had a good win.
Bears are a team who, again, in my football history, watching, have never been anything exceptional. They're starting to be something to worth worrying about.
You have to expect that you got a guy like Ben Johnson. You're gonna have some hiccups in the first couple of games, getting used to everything. But Caleb Williams, he went first round. They have a lot of solid
first overall.
First overall. Sorry, that's what I meant. Thank you for correcting me angrily.
Well, there's a difference between Mozzie Smith and Caleb Williams.
Yeah, okay.
No. But yeah, when you have the elements and the ingredients there, sometimes you need that coach, and it can just take a little bit to mix and jix it.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Agreed.
Okay, here we're getting close now. Jacksonville Jaguars, 15th. They moved down 2. They're 4-3.
Travis Hunter had a nice game. Had 100 yards in a tug.
Yeah.
Duval.
Would love to see him do well, but expectations are low.
Travis Hunter, and I'll just quickly, I said it to you guys last time, in an IDP league, I have Travis Hunter as my starting defensive back, but I get all of the points that he gets on offense and defense.
It's a hack. I like it.
So
it's a hack.
Oh, so you had like 100 points?
We have a double downer.
27 points he got me this last week.
He doubles downs.
Loved
Which is he should get points in an IDP league for tackles and catches.
So the commies are 16, so they're still higher above the Cowboys.
And they dropped 4. That's the second NFC Beast team here.
Yes, it is. If the Giants are ahead of the Cowboys, I'll fucking lose it. I'll lose the plot.
Los Angeles Chargers at 17. They dropped 3 spots, 4-3.
They started off hot, kind of sliding now.
Fizzled.
They were in the top 10 not too long ago.
So this is
Classic
AJ's coming.
Chargers.
AJ's is coming up.
Classic Chargers. Okay.
18.
And we got the Atlanta Falcons.
Falcons 3-3.
Falcons are 18th at 3-3, down 1. I mean, I almost forget the Falcons are an NFL team at times.
You just don't. No one watches the Falcons.
I don't even know who the fucking quarterback is. Oh, Michael Penix Jr. Really?
Apples and kumquats.
Michael Penix
Kumquats, no
Jr.
doubt.
Is that a Madden generated player name? Okay. I didn't know.
Every time Michael Penix Jr.'s name come up, he always remember when we went and saw the Michigan versus Washington game, and Michael Penix Jr. missed three of the throws.
What, Riker always says that?
Yeah. Every time we bring up Michael Penix Jr.
I remember it.
Ooh, and Ants out. Carolina Panthers. They're up
The
2
Carolina
spots.
Panthers move up 2 spots, 4-3 with a Bryce Young led team. I mean, that's just trash.
Okay, so they went up 2 spots and a close win over the Jets. Don't have me
over
in the sun.
Jets.
Yeah, so he's moved them up 2 spots with a close win over the Jets.
The trash Jets.
So here's how
The Jets, who are so bad, the owner had to come on TV and say, "Yeah, I don't know what the we're playing this quarterback for." I mean,
Please come watch us still.
Sorry,
I
Dallas
got it.
Cowboys.
Hey,
number
showed
20,
it.
Adam Bassey,
Yeah, boy.
Up
number
2 spots.
20, up 2 spots.
Okay, let's see.
Take
if
your victory
We'll
lap.
take it. We'll
Okay.
take it. This
Okay.
is the highest we've been ranked all season.
your
Brian
victory lap.
Schottenheimer's offense has been rolling lately, and it received a boost with the return of Sedarius Lamb. It might be time to ask whether this unit is good enough to actually drag the Cowboys into the playoffs, with the defense still remaining a question. Even after turning in a far better effort in Sunday's beatdown of the Commanders, Dak Prescott is playing lights out and has his full complement of weapons at his disposal again. Dallas faces the Eagles, Chiefs, and Lions in week 12 to 14, but the boys will have a chance to rack up some wins prior to that. Stay with these guys for a bit. It just might pay off.
I don't. Wait.
I mean,
So
he's
Dallas faces
coming
the
around.
Eagles, Chiefs, and Lions, but the boys will have a chance to rack up. So he thinks versus the Broncos, the Cardinals, the Raiders. Okay, sure. We do have a chance there. I agree at home.
I don't mind this. This has probably been one of his nicer write-ups.
It has been. It has been. I just
no backhanded remarks.
Yeah, I thought he was going to give the thing about beating a worn-down Commanders offense.
and he didn't.
And he didn't say it.
He just said after turning in a far better effort in Sunday's beatdown of the Commanders.
I think he missed it there.
Yeah,
but hey,
because that would have felt like a beatdown of the weekend Commanders is what
Well-
I was expecting. Okay, we got to get through our boldies and our score predictions, fellas.
yeah, and
We're rolling at 2 hours here.
Almost.
That's kind of what happens when we got that. When we're skipping the Monday hangover.
We didn't even really talk about the Commanders game.
Yeah, we totally didn't.
I know, but look,
No, this is good. It's fine.
it is what it is.
We'll roll into boldies and let's roll into boldies.
All right, who's gonna freaking launch? Hey, here's the thing: anyone can take it, and then we snake draft it. So who wants to make the move? AJ will. Okay. Score prediction. I'm gonna go Dallas Cowboys. I feel like they're gonna score. It's gonna be over 30 points because I'm counting 28 plus 3 as a minimum, so that's 31, and then I'm gonna tag on another 6 from the boot. That's gonna give us to 37. So 37 Cowboys, and they're going to get scored 24 against. Cowboys win.
Okay, 37-24.
Okay, I'm going to go 38-31 Cowboys.
38-31.
Yeah, Cowboys.
I'm going 40 burger, fellas.
All right.
I'm going 40 burgers. Cowboys 41. Cowboys 41.
And then he gets stopped. He doesn't know.
And the Denver Broncos at Mile High at home. I'm going to say 31. 41-31.
I mean, always Cowboys.
Oh, yeah. Cowboys. 41-31.
Now, hit me with a bold on why you think it's going to be 41-31.
Dak Prescott. I think I went Dak Prescott last week, but I got to keep going with it.
You can, but
I have to.
if
It's
just say what it's going to be, and if it's not determined bold enough, you might have to add some spice.
Oh, it's going to be bold enough.
Okay.
Don't you worry, my little sweet child. 4 touchdown passes,
Dak, 4 TDs.
1 rushing touchdown
Wow.
for 395 yards.
And I like how you took the yards down.
Yeah, just under 400.
Because I think if you
450's tough.
I think if you put 4 touchdowns, 1 rushing, that's bold enough in my
I'm
money.
parlaying
But
it.
I like it. I like it.
390 plus 395.
Yep.
Okay.
And that's passing or total?
I'm going to say total yards.
Total is good.
Just in
total is
case, he gets a big 60-yard rushing
good.
touchdown somehow.
And it can happen.
Okay, I'm going to go
That'd be funny to see.
my bold prediction. It's going to be a little bit of a party here, okay?
Okay.
George Pickens gets a touchdown. CeeDee Lamb gets a touchdown.
Okay.
Jake Ferguson gets a touchdown.
Okay.
Javonte Williams gets 2 touchdowns, 1 rushing,
Holy.
1 receiving. That's my spread.
So that plays into my Dak Prescott one.
Yep.
4 touchdown passes.
That
Williams, 1 rush, 1.
1 rush, 1 tud.
Whew.
1 rush, 1 receiving. I feel like that's with my score. That's going to happen.
You got to think of the other guys that could score.
Well, the other Kavonte Turpin,
Turpin,
I have
Tolbert, Flanoy.
Yeah.
I mean, this all adds up.
It adds up, and
No,
those
these-
have been the guys that have been getting touchdowns.
These are my guys. So is that not bold enough then?
Oh, fucking rights it is.
100%
You could
bold enough.
have done Javante's touchdowns and then maybe like I think a CD Lamb one, and I would have thought that was bold.
No.
Okay,
No,
well,
that's not bold enough.
I got to switch it to the defense just to give us some.
Oh, should I also add Devontae?
No. I'm
joking.
going for. Who are we playing? You know what?
We're playing the Denver Broncos.
Denver
just gonna call it-
Broncos.
A back-to-back pick six for Deron Bland.
Love it.
And that's it.
I mean, that's bold enough. I mean, back-to-back pick sixes. I think that's pretty bold.
I just feel
It's tough
like
to do too. And every pick six he gets, he inches up towards Rod Woodson for most pick sixes. Rod Woodson leads the NFL history books with 12.
Oh, that's so many.
So that's Bland's at half right now. So I mean, he got 5 of them in one season. Maybe he rekindled a little magic last week. And
That's what I'm hoping for. And I feel like for the Cowboys, I think they're going to put enough points on the board offensively, but we just need a little lift from the defense to help us get to that, sweet point where we're going to beat these Broncos. Because they're a scary team right now. With this young quarterback, they're able to put the points on the board.
Well, why don't you give us a
And they're able
PSA
to
about
stop.
it? Give us a PSA about it.
Well, if I'm sitting here and I'm looking at those Denver Bronco fans, and in fan lore, the last time we watched the Cowboys play Broncos, it was in the Dallas Cowboys home stadium at AT&T. However, it seemed like it was a Broncos game with the amount of Broncos players that showed up.
Oh,
So
yeah. It was a sea of orange.
we're going to be sitting here. We're going to be wearing our Cowboys colors, our Cowboys flair. I won't be here, but Clayton will be here.
Wearing our altitude sickness patches on our neck.
Oh, absolutely ready for that. And we're looking around for anyone who's talking to us about Bo Nix this, Bo Nix
Bo
that.
Nix, Surtain, Sutton, Mims Jr.
Cortland Sutton, Bo Nix.
we Dobbins and
Word
RJ
vomit.
Harvey. Oh, Sean Payton with all this bull ass.
Yeah, and we're just letting them finish their sentence.
Just let him finish.
And then we say, "Are you finished?"
Are you finished?
And they go, "Uh-huh."
Yeah.
And we go, "Well, I just want to let you know
that
you can go
ahead.
fuck yourself."
Oh, we will see you Sunday.
12:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We'll see you then. You sons of bitches.
Peace, peace, peace.